All set. Amber lights flashing for the Sunny Crust Australia. All clear, they're off. Gold Guru missed the start by 4. Paint flew out ahead of St. Christoph. Reduced Choice jumped well. He's moving up on the outside of a line of about 4. Into the bottom turn, Paint flying leads Theatre St. Christoph. Reduced Choice working hard. He's getting up on the outside. Followed by Laurie's Lottery in the centre, and then Miss Penny Money. Half a length to Flavour. 6 or 7 lengths further back in the field. Rustic Dream, and 4 behind him, Gold Guru. Theatre outside, Paint. Make sure it's a real strong tempo as they came up the side. Reduced Choice a length and a half away. Third outside St. Christoph. 2 Laurie's Lottery. 1 Miss Penny Money. 1 to Flavour. 4 to Rustic Dream and Gold Guru. Theatre outside of Paint. Reduced Choice camped right on them, the big 3-year-old. St. Christoph 4th on the inside, and then Miss Penny Money following Reduced home. Laurie's Lottery under pressure, and then Flavour. Theatre outside, Paint the leaders. Reduced Choice is hard ridden. He has to dig. Miss Penny Money comes around him, and St. Christoph got the split in the centre. Miss Penny Money dashed straight past Reduced Choice. So did St. Christoph, but the flying filly, Miss Penny Money, over 2 now. St. Christoph and Reduced Choice, and Miss Penny Money, is she a star? Miss Penny Money by 2, Reduced Choice. St. Christoph a half length away third, ran the race of his life. Then came Flavour. Rustic Dream finishing well. Iska stood well, they're off. Iska seemed to stumble a little at the start. Sports and Far Rain got away well, and Magic Musicus flew out of the gates in the all-white colours as they settle down. Testa Rossa and Felvalon are out wider. When they went to the 800 metres now, Magic Music on the outside with Iska holding the rail. They're the leaders, about a length and a half in front of Far Rain, moving up outside Sports. Testa Rossa not far off them, and Felvalon happy to stay out wide. When they went past the 600, Iska on the rail and Magic Music, there's little between the two. Far Rain's only a length and a half away with Felvalon on her outside, and then Sports in behind them, and Testa Rossa last, but only 3 or 4 lengths would cover them at the most. At the 300 metres, Magic Music got to Iska. Childs went for the whip. So did Preble on Far Rain, and Magic Music leads a length at the 100. Felvalon and Testa Rossa are coming now. Testa Rossa's going to blow him away in the last 100. He descends and comes away, and Testa Rossa a magnificent return, beating Felvalon a length and a half. Magic Music third. Sports fourth. Far Rain's run fifth, and 5 lengths Iska. Racing. Zapor, one of the first out, but immediately headed by Miss Penny Money, who flew out of the gates. Reduced Choice quickly goes up into second, followed by Umrum, Zapor, and then in a flurry as they settle through the first 200 metres. Beedman might take Reduced Choice to the lead. He does so now. He's done it pretty comfortably, though, and Reduced Choice strolled out by 2 lengths Miss Penny Money, a half to Umrum third. A length away Zapor on the inside. Rustic Dream pulling wide out, goes forward within a flurry in the centre. Then Lord Luskin, followed by Intergaze, getting well back on the inside. Back there with Black Bean as they go to the railway side. Labiela's out 3 deep, and 2 or 3 lengths to Arena as they went by the 800 metres. And it's Reduced Choice on the inside. He's having a pretty easy time in front. He leads by only about a neck to Rustic Dream. Miss Penny Money is right behind Reduced Choice. Then Zapor being followed by Umrum. A length and a half further back. Intergaze going up on the inside of Inner Flurry. And Lord Luskin on their outside from Black Bean, Arena, and Labiela's last of all as they swing the corner where Reduced Choice the leader. It'll be a sprint home round the corner. He comes. Miss Penny Money is out to tackle him. Umrum gets up to third on the outside, and then Zapor. Reduced Choice with Miss Penny Money. She throws down the gauntlet again at the 200 metres. Miss Penny Money the outside. Reduced Choice. Beedman throwing everything at the big colt on the inside. What a great battle clear of Intergaze. Reduced Choice and Miss Penny Money with on the outside Intergaze, but Reduced is back in a fighting win. Reduced Choice beating Miss Penny Money, and Intergaze charging home for third, and then Umrum. Arena coming home well, followed by Zapor, Black Bean, and they're trailed by Inner Flurry. Racing. Began well, Felvalon. Dandelar out fairly. Rancho Spark Cullen got away well. Magic Music just off the Burley. Mint of Gold no pace is settling towards the end. And as they settle down, it's Cullen near the inside. Out very wide on the track there is going forward Gold again for Spike Short. Rancho Spark up there too. Felvalon is just behind these horses. Sports is wider out, and then the Trois followed by Magic Music, a point well back. Mint of Gold getting up on the inside. Dandelar next to last, and Flavour's last. As they neared the corner, Cullen, Rancho Spark, the 2 leaders. Felvalon moving up to third, and then the Trois. They're followed by Gold again, and Sports coming right around the outside. Mint of Gold sneaking up on the fence as they corner. Rancho Spark, Cullen with Felvalon coming after it. Sports out wider, and they're followed by Natwar and Mint of Gold on the rail. At the 200 metres, Flyers now, and Felvalon had raced up with Sports to go to Rancho Spark, who's giving plenty on the inside. Sports out wide, Felvalon and Rancho Spark. Sports the outside, puts his head in front of Felvalon and Rancho Spark, and Sports has won it by a half a length to Felvalon and Rancho Spark. 3 lengths away in the field, Notoire and then Mint of Gold, followed by A Point, Cullen and Magic Music never in it. Gold again dropped out. Flavour one of the last, and Dantelar, after winning last year, is last to greet the judge this year. Racing. Miss Penny Money won the jump on the inside. Testa Rossa got away very quickly, went to the lead early. Reduced Choice right up there, sat off them early in 3rd placing. And they get right away about 6 lengths clear on Shazoo and Blackfriars. Testa Rossa is the leader. First surprise of the race. Reduced Choice is second a length away. Miss Penny Money tucked in for the trail. Then about 4 or 5 lengths further back, Shazoo and 2 to Blackfriars. They've gone by the 1,000. Testa Rossa the leader. Reduced Choice a half length away, and a length and a half to Miss Penny Money. Shazoo closed the gap to get the 4th, 2 lengths back, and 3 lengths to Blackfriars. Inside the 800, Testa Rossa by a half, Reduced Choice, and a length and a half away, Miss Penny Money. A next Shazoo and 3 lengths to Blackfriars. Testa Rossa the leader. On the outside, Reduced Choice is just putting a little more pressure to him though, and they're going to have a great battle in the straight. You can feel this one coming on. Shazoo is a length away 3rd. Miss Penny Money right behind them, and 4 or 5 Blackfriars. Testa Rossa the inside. Oliver hasn't gone for the whip, nor has Beedman on Reduced Choice. Now they come round the turn. Testa Rossa by nearly a length on Reduced Choice. Is accelerated brilliantly, Testa. He's got away on him. Shot 2 lengths in front now. Reduced Choice. Beedman had to go for the whip. He can't go on. Miss Penny Money's gone past him, but Testa Rossa's clear. He's powering away. Miss Penny Money tries hard, but Testa Rossa, a brilliant winner, and Oliver loved it. Beat Miss Penny Money. Reduced Choice 3rd. Then Blackfriars and Shazoo. Racing in the Blue Diamond, Mannington got away well, so did Top Perch. Happy Giggle flew out of the gates in the early stages, and Tennessee Midnight jumped away fast. When they settled, Top Perch is right up there too, and now Road to Success is pushing through along the inside. As they settle down now, Ponton Flyers last of all, and it's Tennessee Midnight on the outside, Road to Success. They're the leaders in front of Top Perch out wide, and then Happy Giggle. Operators next on the inside of Lord Dane, followed by Sparks, a half length away as Mannington. Then Dashing Granada out very wide around Ponton Flyer, and Happy Morning down on the inside with Dashing Granada well back as they near the corner now. Road to Success the inside, and Tennessee Midnight share the lead. In behind those, Sparks is hard-ridden. Operators got into some trouble there. Pulled to the outside as Top Perch, and Mannington's going to come wide and have the last sweep at them. Into the straight. Road to Success led from Tennessee Midnight. Happy Giggle wider out coming on from Lord Dane, running home well. And now Mannington called on for the big run. Road to Success, the leader though, kicked out by 2 lengths. Mannington out very wide, is starting to come home, and then Ponton Flyer. But it's Road to Success in front, down on the inside. She's tired, holding on, and wins. Road to Success has won the Diamond. Photo for the Miners, either Ponton Flyer, wide out Mannington, and Lord Dane on the rail. Racing, Felvalon began okay. Down towards the inside, Flavour flew out of the gates and headed straight for the rail. Vidivia got away quickly, so did Black Bean. Showing speed in the early part is Suit down there, and also Magic Music heading across towards the leading horses when they settle down. Spargo was out wider, followed by Typhoon Barney. Out on the grandstand side now, and plenty of pace from Notoire with Rancho Spark. Theatre against the rail. Dantelar is up with them too, followed by Ab Initio, Toledo, Miss Penny Money just behind them, and Sports. They're the horses down the grandstand side. On the flat, and Magic Music had gone to the lead here, over a point into second, followed by Sports, and behind those is Felvalon ready to pounce, and so is Giscara a little wider out. They were clear of Spargo, and then came Black Bean and Caniana down the grandstand side now, and Notoire and Rancho Spark. The leaders. Miss Penny Money's ready to go, and then Toledo on the other side, and here comes Felvalon. Felvalon sprinting at the 200 metres, took over the running. Black Bean's coming after him, and Miss Penny Money will clear the grandstand side. Felvalon with El Morada, Black Bean and Miss Penny Money on this side. Black Bean getting to Felvalon. Miss Penny Money on the grandstand side. She might have won it on the outside. Close between them. Miss Penny Money out wide, and on the fence we've got Black Bean and Felvalon. The 3-year-olds stand up in the barriers, and they're off. And Hades walked out of the stalls, and Freemason was slow, and Pins began very quickly in front of Oval Office early. Not a lot of pace about. Hill of Grace is working forward on the outside under Oliver, looking for the front now. As they settle into stride, it's Pins at the 1800 and Hill of Grace on the outside. Oval Office a length away third, and Freemason on the fence, followed by Hades, Tributes, and Diatribe dropped out to be last of all. Out to the 1600, and Pins now left alone. Hill of Grace 2 lengths away on the outside of Freemason, and 2 lengths to Oval Office in a good place. Tributes on the rails. Diatribe off and working now. He's taken off 3 wide on it, and that left Hades at the back of the field. Pins at the 1400 the leader, but Diatribe whipped up fast for Cassidy and races to the lead. So Diatribe took over the running now in the Guineas and went out by a couple of lengths, 2 or 3 in fact on Pins. Hill of Grace 2 lengths away third, a lot more speed in it now. Freemason down on the insiders, next 2 lengths to Oval Office, followed by Tributes and 2 to Hades. Diatribe the leader, heading to the 1,000-metre mark. It's Diatribe about 2 lengths to Pins. 2.5 lengths away is Hill of Grace on the outside of Freemason. Tributes is following the stablemate on the rail, trailed by Oval Office, and Hades is a length away last of all. Only 10 lengths that cover them at the 800 metres now, and Diatribe by 2 to Pins, 2 to Hill of Grace. On the rails is Freemason, followed by Oval Office. Tributes next to last, nearing the corner, and Hades about to pull out when they get to the 600 metres, and it's Diatribe, the favourite. Pins a length and a half away. Freemason third, Hill of Grace on the outside. Hades pulls out now to make its run around Oval Office, and Tributes had dropped out to last when they corner at the 450. Diatribe in front of Pins, and here comes Hill of Grace. Oval Office wider out is called on. Hades the deepest, and Freemason cantering in behind them. He can't get a crack at them at the 300. They're across the track with Hill of Grace and Pins going to the lead together. Freemason next, and back behind those Oval Office. It's Pins in front. He's finding something with 100 to go. Pins by about a length here. Freemason finally getting into the clear, but Pins in front, and Pins takes out the Guineas, beating Freemason unlucky second, and Hades grabbed third out wide from Oval Office, Hill of Grace and Diatribe, with Tributes in behind them last to finish. Set for the Amy Australian Cup. Off. Starter caught them well, and Arena Morphy, the first couple out. Oliver Twist got away very well, and LaBeale is hunting through along the inside in the early stages. As they settle down now, LaBeale got up along the fence to go to the lead over Arena. Oliver Twist on the outside, trapped a little wide, followed by Morphy. Aerosmith is out there too. Arimathea just behind them on the inside, and Zapor from the outside gate went forward and took over the running. Out to the 1600, and Zapor leads now. 2 lengths Oliver Twist. Intergaze on the outside. He's caught 3 wide, might have to boot forward. LaBeale down on the rail, followed by Aerosmith, still travelling 3 deep. Then came Arena and Arimathea down on the inside. A length further back, Morphy streak wide out. In a flurry down on the rail. A length and a half further back is Crawl and the Hone, followed by Noir Seer and Cotton Street last of all. As they went to the 1200, Intergaze had charged away. Intergaze has opened up about 5 lengths on the field now. From Zapor, 2 lengths to Oliver Twist, LaBeale. A length and a half, Aerosmith running about 5th on the outside of Arena. They're followed by Streak, Arimathea, Wonder Morphy. Back behind those, Crawl taking off 3 wide from Inner Flurry. The Hind and Noir Seer are well back, and 2 to Collins Street. At the 800, Daring Tactics by Craig Carmody on. Intergaze's lead is about 7 lengths before the turn from Zapor and Oliver Twist. 2 lengths away, LaBeale hard pressured on the inside of Aerosmith. They're followed by Arena, pulled out wide, Streak as they corner. Then Arimathea behind them, Morphy hard ridden, Crawl. Noir Seer comes out wide as they enter the straight. Collins Street next to last, and the Hind. Intergaze at the 400, his lead about 3. Zapor and Oliver Twist both trying valiantly to reel in the leader. Then Arena coming home well from Streak, and then Aerosmith. Intergaze nears the 200. His rider's dropped the whip. He's a length and a half, Zapor and Oliver Twist. Intergaze in front. He's tied, but he's got a length and a half on them. Oliver Twist and Zapor are trying hard, but Intergaze is giving something. His big heart keeps him going. Tired, but wins it. Intergaze scores. Photo for the minors between Arena and Streak. Then came the Hind, who came from last at the turn. Crawl next from Zapor.
Set to jump. Gates are back. Oh, Adams slow to go. Adams missed the kick and the chipping. Norton and away very quickly. Sheeron diving through in the centre. He'll lead. Adam mustering speed. And coming across wide out on the track is Carpion, and he's looking for the front. Lee settles down 4th, staging 5th. Brave Prince tie the knot close at hand. Through the first 350, and Carpion crossed. Bossy's taken him clear at the 1200 mark, leading 2 lengths on Adam. Sheer on the fence, lease the outside, 1 away staging. They were followed by Brave Prince. Tie the knot's only about 6 lengths away from Carpion. Top of the track, 1100 out. out. And Carpion made the pace. 3/4 on Adam, going closer. 2 lengths to Lease. Back on the inside, the other Kiwi, Sheeron. 2 lengths to the mare staging from Brave Prince. And still Tie the Knot last. When Will Die go forward. Coming down the side at the 850. And the front runner is Carpion. He leads by 3/4 on Adam in close attendance. 1 away on the inside, getting a beautiful run, Sheeron. They were followed by Lease and Die, starting to come around the outside of staging. He's commencing his move, and Brave Prince last at the 600 metres pole. And still the leader on the inside, Carpion from Adam. 1 away, Lease with a great run. Tie the Knots out 4 wide, working around staging. They were followed by Sheeron and Brave Princess. Heads turn for home. 400 metres to go. He's out about 6 wide on Tie the Knot, and he's under the bat, but he's coming with a great run. Adams hit the lead. Here's Tie the Knot out in the centre of the track. He went one fell swoop, picked them up and raced to the front from Lease and Adam. Die riding hard. It's Tie the Knot in front of Lease. Staging's had the last drop at them. Adams running on. Adams coming back at Tie the Knot, but this will be group win number 8 for Tie the Knot. He's a class above them and he kills them. Tie the Knot won the chipping Norton from Adam and Staging, and then Brave Prince. They were followed by Lease, Sheeron and Carpion last in.
Off now. And missing the start about 1.5 lengths, scaled the heights down towards the inside, and Shot of Thunder got back there too, and Preserve bounded out and led from Happy Morning as they settle down. Danichenko goes to third, and now Scale the Heights rushes through along the rails. They're trailed 1.5 lengths away by Cushat, Ponton Flyer, 1.5 to Sweet City Sue, and Shot of Thunder's last of all. At the 1,000 metres, and Preserve by a half. Happy Morning is second. On the rails in third placing, Scale the Heights from Danichenko. 2 to Ponton Flyer, who's lobbed into 5th placing beautifully, followed by Sweet City Sue, Cushat, and last of all Shot of Thunder. By the 800 metres, Preserve just the leader. Happy Morning outside of her, and they're 2 lengths in front of Scale the Heights and Danichenko together. More than 2 lengths away, Ponton Flyer, who's had the run of the race, followed by Sweet City Sue, Cushat, and Shot of Thunder last as the Sires Field swings around the corner. And Preserve is first into the straight from Happy Morning. On their outside is Danichenko, followed by Scale the Heights, about to get a rails run. 2 lengths to Ponton Flyer, called on, just left a little flat-footed here as they get towards the 300. Preserve in front of Happy Morning. On the outside, Danichenko. Shot of Thunder coming out wide on the course, followed by Ponton Flyer, but Preserve still in front. There's 120 metres to go. Preserve 1.5 lengths in front of Ponton Flyer, Happy Morning and Danichenko. Preserve kept going, and Preserve for Neville Wilson takes out the Sires from Ponton Flyer. Happy Morning third over on the inside, followed by Shot of Thunder, Danichenko.
They're all set now for the Guineas, starting at the top of the straight before a huge crowd on a very, very special night at Canterbury Park, and the gates crash back and they're racing in the Guineas. Liberty Hall, a shade slow to get going. Cloth of Gold wide out, jumped well, but Fairway was into stride quickly. Smartly out was Martree, Royal Integrity with Cloth of Gold and the white colours coming across. Oval Office on the fence, 5th, not far away as you do. Lourdes Steiner at Otis Gay the rail. Shogun Lodge on a limb, 3 wide, going up inside of him, Crawl. Disney Dollars, Liberty Hall, and Whistle of the tail ender. Turning out of the straight, and York had taken last season's Triple Crown winner to the front. It's Fairway leading the way in the Guineas by a length on the maiden galloper, Royal Integrity. The Victorian Oval Office on the fence, and Cloth of Gold. Beautiful piece of riding by Payne. He's 4th and 1 out. 2 lengths to As You Do around Martree, and 2 lengths Lourdes Steiner. Shogun Lodge was next, and Whistler starting to make ground around the outside. Otis Gay shuffled back from Liberty Hall, then came Crawl, and Disney Dollars was the tail ender as they swing to the back. 1,000 metres to go, and Fairway is just bowling along at his leisure. He led the way by over a length on Royal Integrity. Oval Office on the fence, a length away Cloth of Gold, and the rider Lenny Beasley on Whistler continuing to go forward. He's now 5th but 3 wide. Martree poking up on the inside from As You Do, 1 back Shogun Lodge. He's 3 wide with Otis Gay on the fence from Lourdes Steiner. Then came Liberty Hall, well back Disney Dollars, and Crawl as the tail ender. They come down the side, 650 out, and still Fairway made the play. He's trying to do it as he did in the Spring Champion Stakes, and that's lead them all the way, and he's doing a good job of it. He led by a length on Royal Integrity, shaken up. Cloth of Gold, Payne came out 3 wide, and he's about to put him into the picture. Oval Office on the fence looking for a run. As You Do was next, and Shogun Lodge is well back with plenty of work to do as they straighten up, and Fairway left them at the 200, and Fairway had burst clear. He raced 2.5 on Cloth of Gold out after him. They were followed further back by Oval Office. Fairway in front, Cloth of Gold 2 lengths away, but this is a super 3-year-old Fairway. He's killing them in the Guineas. Fairway went home home and 1 over a length to Oval Office. Cloth of Gold was third from Crawl, and there was no Shogun Lodge tonight. Then came Martree, As You Do, and Otis Gay from Lurdistina. Well back was Disney Dollars pulling up quickly from Whistler, Liberty Hall and the Maiden Galloper last home, and that is Royal Integrity. Racing in the Coolmore, Sunline centre of the field out. Anna Lee and Sorrento away well. Stella Marie and Beat the Fade, and Camarina began quickly, and Flickering Fire showing speed. It's Beat the Fade in front. Sunline working hard going through Camarina. Stella Marie wide out from Flickering Fire. Then staging on the inside of Zaz Top. Going up is 1 under. Anna Lee wide from Sorrento, the grey Pace Invader. 2 lengths to Brief Kiss, getting a long way back from Market Price. Noir Sear and Beauty Bell on the fence at the tail, 1,000 metres out. Camarina leads the way. Sunline idled up to be at a flanks the outside, and 2 lengths. Stella Marie around Beat the Fade. Flickering Fire in the centre, 1 under wide going through. Then staging strung up on the inside. Around those is Zaz Tov and Anna Lee starting a run. 2 lengths further back, Pace Invader, Sorrento the outside. 2 lengths Market Price, Brief Kiss. Noir Sear and Beauty Bell last of all as they come to the bend. 600 metres left to go, and it's Camarina in front. Charles is starting to stoke up. Sunline coming around the bend. She's only a neck away. 1 back, Stella Marie and Flickering Fire. Beat the Fade on the fence. 1 under comes wide. Then Zaz Tov and Sorrento, and staging looking for a run. He released the handbrake on Sunline. He said, let's go, girl. And Sunline at the 250 had raced to the front from Beat the Fade, Camarina, Flickering Fire, Stella Marie. Then 1 under, but the Queen of the Turf with the 60 kgs on her back is well clear at the 100. Beat the Fade's having another crack at her. Sunline in front. Oh, she's wonderful, all right, Sunline, and she's a mile too good for them. Sunline won the Coolmore from Beat the Fade, and Noir Sear from Pace Invader. They were followed by Zaz Tov and Sorrento, wide out Market Price. They're ready to jump. Starter is on his stand. Fairway, an easing favourite. And the gates open. They've jumped away in a great line in the Guineas. Cloth of Gold away very quickly. Campermans began smartly, and so too did Fairway. Martree into stride quickly, and Abstain coming across. Disney Dollars wide, and Crawl on the fence from Oval Office. 1 further back is Ken Con Khan moving around Liberty Hall. 2 lengths to Otis Gay, then Diatribe. Freemason ridden well back in the field from Blackfriars, and As You Do at the tail. 1,600 metres to go, and going to the front, Fairway. The Canterbury Guineas winner leads the way by a length on the bolter. Abstain moving up. Cloth of Gold the box seat. 3/4 away, Martree. Disney Dollars on a limb in the blue colours. They were followed by Crawl and Campermanis between runners. Ken Con Khan a further 2 lengths away from Liberty Hall on the rail, and Oval Office out wide. 1.5 lengths in the field to Otis Gay from Freemason. They were followed by Diatribe, Blackfriars well back, and As You Do last of all. Inside the 1,200, and York starts to steady the ship now. It's Fairway in charge by a length on Abstained, and 3/4 Cloth of Gold. They were followed by Disney Dollars, still out on a limb going forward around Martree, and 1 back on the fence. Crawl getting a good run. 3/4 Oval Office. Then came Campermanis, Liberty Hall, his stablemate the fence. Freemason starting to come around the outside of Ken Con Khan from Diatribe. They were followed by Otis Gay, well back. Blackfriars a good 10 lengths from the lead, and As You Do last of all. 650 metres left to run in the Rosehill Guineas, and Fairway the pilot. Fairway by a long neck on Abstain. 1 away, Cloth of Gold getting up on the inside as York starts to navigate a wide course on Fairway. They were followed around them by Martree. Oval Office coming with a run from Disney Dollars. They were followed by Freemason, well back in the field. Liberty Hall as they turn. Fairway in front, but Abstained at any old odds has loomed up, and he's hit the front. Cloth of Gold's coming through. They were followed by Crawl and Diatribe on the inside. Oval Office wide out. Ken Con Khan got flattened, and then Freemason. Diatribe's hit the lead. Freemason's down the centre with Cloth of Gold. Here comes Freemason after Crawl, and on the fence Diatribe. Diatribe in front. Freemason flying all too late. Diatribe takes the Guineas. Diatribe has won it from the stablemates Freemason and Crawl. Then Oval Office and Blackfriars, the great Derby trial. Ken Con Khan had no luck from Martree, and then further out on the track to Otis Gay. They stand as one. The gates are back and they're racing. They've come away in a great line. Al Mansour and Adam White out on the track away well, and Testa Rossa began well. Pins on the fence showing speed. Intergay's up there, but he's a bit wide in 5th position. Dignity Dancer going around higher. 1 back in the field on the rail. Referral from LA Suez, Brave Prince. They were followed by Slavonic, and last of all is Bonanova. 1,100 metres out, and the little Blake went to the front. It's Adam leading the way. Big Dignity Dancer moved up to be second. Al Mansour slightly squeezed, dropped back to third. One away, Pins on the inside. 3/4 to his 3-year-old counterpart, Testa Rossa, and a length and a half to Intergay centre field. Higher was next, then A Suez. On the rail, Referral. Brave Prince well back in the field with Slavonic and Bonanova trails as they come to the 750. Adam in charge, leading by 3/4 as he steers them up towards the bend. Dignity Dancer a clear second, Al Mansour third, and Oliver's got Tester in the right spot. He's about to go forward. Pins came off the rail. Referral improved on the inside of him from Intergaze. Hires back behind a wall of runners from Brave Prince, A Suez, Bonanova and Slavonic as heads turn. Al Mansour's got the best run you've ever seen, and he spreaded through to go to the front. And Al raced away at the 300 metres mark from Adam. A length away, Referral starting to bullock into the clear. They were followed by Testa Rossa, Pins, and then Intergaze. Al Mansour in front, leading the way 2 lengths to Referral and Adam. Al Mansour in front, Referral starting to drive, but it's Al. Al clear with 50 metres to go. Bonanova late, but Al Mansour won the rider. Photo the Miners, Referral wide out, Higher late and Bonanova. 3 of them across the line from Brave Prince, and then came Adam and Pins. Intended holds the bridle. Racing, Tie the Knot was away quickly. He's landed a length in front at the start. Mighty Padrille away quickly. Showweller and Streak one away from the fence going forward. And Arena striding up wide out on the track. Mighty Padrille, the bolter, goes to the front as they come down the straight on the first occasion. Arena wide working across to be second. Tie the Knot quickly on the rail from Streak. 2 lengths Showweller. She's caught wide. Cloth of Gold the centre. Rebel on the fence, and 5 or 6 lengths to Edward Bray. Turning out of the straight, 2,000 metres to go, and Mighty Padrille for Boss led by 2 lengths on Arena. Tie the Knot the back of the speed third, and Showweller, no luck for Oliver, starting to slide up. He'll have to go forward and be outside the speed shortly or lead. One away is Streak, Rebel on the fence from Cloth of Gold, and 3 lengths to Edward Bray. With about 1,650 to go, Mighty Padrille steadies the ship. Leads over a length on Showweller. She's now a clear second. Tie the Knot getting a beautiful run, and the big horse Arena was next on his outside. Rebel on the inside of Streak. They race together from the 3-year-old Cloth of Gold, and 2 lengths to Edward Bray. Steering them down the back at the 1,450, Mighty Padrille the bolter. Led by 1.5 lengths on the New Zealand mare Showweller, and Tie the Knot is coasting on the fence third. 3/4 Arena going just as well the outside, and 2 lengths to Rebel inside of Streak. 2 lengths to Cloth of Gold, and Edward Bray, the Canterbury Cup winner, last of all. 1,200 metres out the halfway point of the Mercedes Classic, and Mighty Padrille calls the shots. Bossy had a sustained peep around his shoulder, and he could see that Showweller was a length and a half astern. Tie the Knot up against the paint, hasn't spent a penny in the run, and Arena keeps him company the outside. 2 lengths to Rebel, the Kiwi, inside of the Victorian Streak. About 3 lengths to Cloth of Gold as the tempo was increased, and 3 lengths to Edward Bray. Coming up to the 800 metres mark, and Mighty Padrille running the race of his life, led by a length and a half on Showweller. Tie the Knot the inside. Then came Arena a neck away. It'll be a race of tactics between Dye and Cassidy. Here's Marshall on Cloth of Gold, sending the 3-year-old Cloth of Gold forward. Rebel on the fence from Streak, and 2 lengths Edward Bray as they near the bend. 500 metres out in the Mercedes Classic. Mighty Padrille in front of Showweller. Arena 3 out. Tie the Knot bursting for a run, and Cloth of Gold chiming in. In the straight proper at the 300, and the mare had raced to the front. Showweller leads the way from Arena. Tie the Knot's trying to get up on the fence from Mighty Padrille. Arena's levelled up to Showweller. Tie the Knot starting to come the rail. Arena in front. Tie the Knot's getting up on the inside, and Showweller stride for stride. The champion. Tie the Knot bursting up on the fence. Dye does it again. Tie the Knot wins his 2nd Mercedes Classic from either Arena or Showweller, and what a finish it was. 5 lengths away to Edward Bray and Mighty Padrille. They were followed by Streak, Rebel well back, and Cloth of Gold. Red light on. Racing, so let's drop back after the kick. Glimmers wide out, Sarwatch away quickly, and Hill of Grace on the fence looking to lead. Miss Zoe's coming across. Hill of Grace will lead as they go to the crossing at the 1,800 metres mark. Miss Zoe second. Glimmers is wide out on the fence. Sarwatch, Dotteressa in the centre from Kirkstall Lane. They were followed by Adalda. She's back third last and very wide. So let's around her and Tributes last. Muddling speed in the early stages, and moving up, Glimmers is given full rein by York, and she's whipped around the outside and coasted to the front. Led 2 lengths on Hill of Grace, and So Let's from last now going to second and going on with the job. 2 lengths Adalta wide, and Beedman's rushing her up to get outside of Hill of Grace. 2 lengths to Miss Zoe back in 5th. Sarwatch the fence. They were followed well back by Kirkstall Lane, and it's one of the last ones in company with Dotteressa and Tributes at the tail of the field. Inside the 1,200, and Glimmers in front, and now York starts to apply the brakes. Leads a length and a half, almost 2 lengths on So Let's, and Hill of Grace the box seat. A length and a half to Adulta. She's now one out in fourth. Sarwatch on the inside. One away, Miss Zoe from Kirkstall Lane, Dotteressa, and 2 lengths to Tributes. So this is the order as they come down the side of the track. And racing up to the 800. Glimmer's in charge, a length and a half. Second, the outside, So Let's. The back of the speed is Hill of Grace. 3/4 away is Adulta, a length and a half to Sarwatch. So the 3 Kiwis are 3, 4 and 5. One back is Miss Zoe, the fence, Kirkstall Lane. Tributes, the VRC Oaks winner. She's about to come wide and start a run, and Dotteressa last as they turn the bend. Glimmer's in front. So Let's is starting to narrow the margin. Hill of Grace came away from the fence. She shunted Adulta wide, and they came together as they turned. Then Miss Zoe and Tributes, and Sarwatch is busting for a run in the straight, and So Let's move to Glimmers. Adulta and Hill of Grace 3 out. Then Sarwatch, who can't get a run from Kirkstall Lane, and Miss Zoe. The Kiwis go to the front together. It's Hill of Grace the inside. Preble throwing everything at her from Adulta. Kirkstall Lane, the Baldradinio Lodge from Miss Zoe, but Hill of Grace responds. Sarwatch late, but Hill of Grace, the Zabille filly wins it. Photo the minors, Kirkstall Lane, Sarwatch, no luck whatsoever from Miss Zoe in the photo. Adulta was next from Glimmers, then Tributes, Dotteressa, and So Let's last in. Lane cleared and they're set for the Amy Golden Slipper. They're racing, and Belle de Jour came up in the air. Beasley was nearly catapulted out of the saddle. Away quickly, French Braids. King of Danes going quickly. Great Crusader, Phoenix Park, Misunderstood, showing plenty of speed. Phoenix Park is very wide as they settle down. On settling, King of Danes leads the way from Great Crusader. Phoenix Park now third on the fence. Road to Success moving up around Assertive Lad. 2 lengths away, French Braids. Then Misunderstood. She's in between runners. Fate Gallant wide on the track, starting to go around the outside as they come down the side from Operettas de France. Preserve is a long way back in front of her. Crown Glory with Veteran. Then Belle de Jour and Continuum last on the fence. King of Danes in front. Leads by a length on his Queensland counterpart. That's Great Crusader. 2 lengths, Phoenix Park. Assertive Lads under the bat. They were followed by French Braids. Road to Success. Great Crusader ambled up on the outside of King of Danes. 2 lengths, Assertive Lad, and French Braids about to burst in the clear. Phoenix Park in front of her. Great Crusaders hit the lead at the 200 from King of Danes. They were followed by Assertive Lad, and here's the winner. Crown Glory starting to storm home with Belle de Jour. Belle de Jour's got the run with Crown Glory. Belle de Jour hit the lead, and one of the great wins in the Golden Slipper after bungling the start. She's won it from Crown Glory. What a performance. Third's a photo. Assertive Lad or Continuum from French Braids, Phoenix Park, and King of Danes. Misunderstood, Great Crusader, Preserve there. They were followed by De France, Road to Success, Veteran. Then came Operettas, Kutamutu, Fate Gallant. That is unbelievable. Run for the $1.9 million San Miguel AJC Australian Derby. The lights are on. Blackfriars runs the favourite, and the gates are back. That was a great start. Bias Bay away quickly. Liberty Hall was going back shortly after the start. Hill of Grace away smartly, and Uncle Nugget on the fence showing speed. Bias Bay's going to rush through at the post and go to the front from Uncle Nugget. Fairways wide, travelling up around Hill of Grace. One away on the outside now, Voyager from Shogun Lodge. Then Crawl inside of Blackfriars, and Charles has found himself a beautiful spot, centre field, 1 out. 2 lengths to Liberty Hall and Oval Office from Kin Con Khan, Diatribe, Freemason. Padford Charlie, and last of all is Cloth of Gold. So they go past the 1800 metres mark, and York had taken the Canterbury Guineas winner to the front. It's Fairway striding clear by 2 lengths on now, Voyager. At cricket score odds, Bias Bay hugs the fence and settles down third. 2 lengths to Hill of Grace pulling. Uncle Nugget on the rail, and Shogun Lodge racing in the clear. 2 lengths to Blackfriars. He's outside of Crawl. 2 lengths Oval Office, Liberty Hall. Then Kin Con Khan the grey. 2 away Freemason outside Diatribe. They were followed by Cloth of Gold, and still Padford Charlie last. A good 15 lengths covers the field. Down the back. 1,400 metres to go in the Australian Derby, and Fairway tries to do it all the way. Leading by a length on now, Voyager on the fence, Bias Bay, and Hill of Grace settling a bit better fourth. She's on the outside of Uncle Nugget, and 2 lengths to Shogun Lodge, and he has relaxed beautifully in the run. 2 away, Blackfriars right behind him. Crawl on the fence, and 2 away in the field, then to Oval Office. Liberty Hall goes up on the fence from the grey, Kin Con Khan, Diatribe, Freemason, Padford Charlie, and still last of all is Cloth of Gold as they come down past the 950. It's Fairway in front, leading over a length on now, Voyager and Bias Bay. Hill of Gold is beautifully positioned to have a crack at them whenever they want to go go forward. They were followed by on the fence then, pushing through Uncle Nugget. 3/4 away is Shogun Lodge, 2 lengths to crawl. Inside of Blackfriars, Oval Office went around him. 2 away in the field, Liberty Hall, Freemason, Ken Con Khan. They were followed on the fence by Padford Charlie. Diatribe's been shuffled back. He's second last and Cloth of Gold last. Around the bend, fairway in front of Now Voyager. Hill of Grace 3 out. Bias Bay the fence and Shogun Lodge about to be let down. Then came Uncle Nugget and further out is Oval Office from Blackfriars. They've reached the 200 and Fairway's got a kick. Shogun Lodge is 2 lengths away. He's giving chase, but Fairway's in front at the 100. Shogun Lodge trying hard. It's the real Fairway today. York's going to do it like they did last year with Sky Heights all the way in the Derby, and he wins it brilliantly. Fairway first from Shogun Lodge. Photo third, Now Voyager or Padford Charlie. Bias Bay ran the race of his life. They were followed just behind those then by Hill of Grace. Diatribe wide out from Crawl. No Blackfriars. Well back in the field, pulling up quickly was Oval Office. Then came Freemason, Liberty Hall, Ken Con Khan. Again, they're ready and they're racing. Miss Penny Money, Ab Initio and Paint wide out away quickly, and Magic Music came out running. Mask Party showing speed from Catatonic and Guineas. They were followed by Commands and Sports rushing through in the centre. 2 lengths to Miss Penny Money. She's back worse than centre field and wide. They were followed by Toledo, Pride and Power, Padstow, Enciano and Black Venus at the tail of the field with Easy Rocking. Coming down the side at the 650. Magic Music on the outside of Mask Party. Paint 3 out. Ab Initio 4 wide. Catatonic right in that group. 1 away Commands hugging the fence, being kept company by Guineas as they come around the bend from Sports. A margin of 2 lengths in the field of Padstow. Easy Rocking's back second last. Miss Penny Money's just in front of him. In the straight, Magic Music leads the way. Commands ambled up on the outside, and Commands has moved up to Magic Music. 2 lengths away is Sports. Padstow's getting out and running on, and down the centre Guineas. Commands in front leads the way. Back to the inside, Black Bean starting to charge home. Black Bean coming 2 to their 1, moved up, grabbed the lead. Black Bean put his nose in front, very tight. I think he won it. Black Bean a nose Commands, but there's nothing in it. Second horse on the outside has fought back on the line. Padstow a photo third from Toledo. They were followed by Guineas, Magic Music, and then came Sports. They all stand well. The attendants working on a runner in the centre. Now the lights are on and the gates are back. High has missed it. High has come away last and dropping back. Bonanova after the start. Dan Glisser away quickly from Al Mansour. Sunline firing through and Adams wide out. They were followed by Zastov, and rushing through is over very quickly. Dangerous is wide out with Tall Poppy. They were followed by Zastov. 1 away is Pace Invader, Camarina. Then came Referral, Oliver Twist on the inside. La Zagaletta is very wide going up to that bend. Then came Higher, L.A. Suez. Bonanova's back last in front of her as they come down the side as Lease with Market Price and Noir Sear. 1,000 metres to go. Dan Glisser went to the front. Adam second. Sunline right down there. Tails running third, and 1 away Tall Poppy, and it's a frantic tempo. Al Mansour is racing on the inside of Over. 3 lengths to Zastov, Dangerous. 3 away in the field is Pace Invader, Camarina, then Referral, Oliver Twist. Well back in the field, staging from La Zagaletta. Hires a mile back with Lease, L.A. Suez, Bonanova, Noir Sear and Market Price. Last of all, a breakneck speed in the Doncaster, and Sunline's moved up on the outside of the filly, Dan Glisser. They're 2 lengths on Over, who's under the bat chasing. On the fence, Al Mansour behind those, and then Adam. Charles had a bit of a peep around his shoulder. He gave the Wonder Mare full rein. Sunline on top of the rise in front. She led by a length on the 3-year-old Over, who's coming after her. They're well clear from Referral, Tall Poppy and Zastov. Sunline will have to call on all of her champion qualities at the 100. Over's trying to get on terms. Sunline in front. Over's levelled up. Over's put his nose in front. Sunline comes back, but the 3-year-old wins the Doncaster. Over's won it from Sunline. Zastov 4 lengths away, third from Referral. Then Oliver Twist and Market Price from Dangerous and Higher. Then L.A. Suez, Noir Sear, Bonanova, Lease. Well back in the field, Pace Invader, Adam. Camarina, Al Mansour pulling up quickly with Tall Poppy staging, Dan Glisser, and La Zagaletta with the tail enders.
They're racing, and Grand Eschazo from the inside jumped okay. Morally out fast with Porto Rocker, Epicure. Deeper out to Lear with Forest Express, Lava Lady. Behind those runners then we had Smites' Rivalry on the inside of Snarbell from Vaudior getting back. Then Glenola. Further back Shazoo with Yuma Line. Then Smites' Rivalry, Siren Songs. And a length and a half to La Zoffany last of all. Morally in front today, the Kiwi mare, or the Kiwi filly. Led by a half to Epicure second. And Craig Williams has put Grand Eschazo, the favourite, into the box seat third. Off the track going forward to Lear. Porto Rocker was next. Smites' Relish next on the inside of Snarbell. Then Forest Express. Voile Dior now on the inside of Lava Lady. Shazoo was next. She's a bit deep from Yuma Line. On the inside, Glenola next from Siren Songs. Then Smites' Rivalry. And about 3 to Larzophany last of all as they head towards the 1200. And now Talir whizzed around the outside to take over. So a new leader, Talir in front in the Schweppes Australasian Oaks. Leads by a length to Epicure second. Morley third the inside. And now Williams away from the inside on Grand Eshizo. He's given the Zabil filly every chance in fourth spot. A length and a half, Smites' Relish on the inside of Porto Rocker. Then Forest Express. Voile Dior next on the inside as Shazoo takes off around the outside. Tracked up by Lava Lady. Further back, Snarbell. Siren Songs coming into it from Glenola. Then Yuma Line pulled out deep with also Larzophany. Smites' Rivalry still one of the last. They start to pack up as they run towards the 600-metre mark. On the inside, Talir now quickly joined by Grand Eshizo, the favourite. She's cruised up 3 deep now to these leaders. Further out on the track was Shazoo. Right behind those runners then was Porto Rocker. Morley dropping out. And further back, Forest Express. They're about to turn. Williams went for home on Grand Eshizo. He gave her a dig in the ribs, but Talir going with her on the inside. 2 or 3 away, Morley. Down the outside, starting to run on strongly now was Shazoo. She's putting in strides with Porto Rocker and Yuma Line, but Grand Eshizo burst away. She's home now. Here comes the 4th Australasian Oaks for Lee Friedman, and the first Group 1 for Craig Williams, I believe. Grand Eshizo wins by 2 3/4. Yuma Line a mighty run second. Porto Rocker third. Behind those, Voile Dior making late ground with Siren Songs. Further back, Larzophany. Then Talir. Snarbell next from Forest Express, Glenola. Smites' Rivalry, Morley. Then Shazoo. Lava Lady, Epicure. And Smites' Relish last in.
Lights on, gates are back and they're racing. Reenact's missed it by about 2.5 lengths. He's got no early speed. Assertive Lad away well. Surfboard, the cerise colours going through, and Sparks is third. Belle de Jour on the fence, then came Preserve, and Reenact niggled at by the pumper about 3 lengths away. On the outside, Surfboard looking to cross Assertive Lad. Die will hand up as Belle de Jour went up on the fence to join him. 2 lengths away, Sparks, a length and 3/4 Preserve, and Reenact last. Down the side of the track at the 850 and Surfboard, the bowler in front, 3/4 now, a length and a half on Assertive Lad. Belle de Jour scraping paint, 3/4 away is Sparks. Preserve is second last to the 6, and last of all Reenact, who's finally tacked on. 650 to run. Surfboard a length on Assertive Lad, punching the breeze. Belle de Jour's got cover the fence, 1 away Sparks. He's behind his stablemate, but 2 lengths in arrears of him. They were followed by Preserve on the fence, and Reenact niggled at as they wheel the bend. Surfboard at the 450 in front. Belle de Jour slips up on the fence. Assertive Lad went up and made it a line of 3, and Preserve trying to come out. Sparks pushed the filly back into a pocket, and then came Reenact. Assertive Lad at the 300 metres mark in front. Belle de Jour, Beasley first to field for the whip. He's drawn the whip on Assertive Lad. They're stride for stride. Belle de Jour, Assertive Lad, and then came running on Reenact. It's Assertive Lad in front. Reenact's getting home when it's all over. Assertive Lad's in front. Reenact trying to pick him up. Assertive Lad in front, fell in and won it. Just Assertive Lad from Reenact, who would have nailed him in another stride, but it's pretty tight. Surfboard, Preserve, a photo for third. Then came Sparks and Belle de Jour last in. And they're away. Sarwatch won from the fence, a little slow to go. Glimmers on the rail, Go You Beauty and Spotswood away quickly. Miss Zoe in the red-green sleeves going forward. Coco Cabana wide. Hill of Grace the deepest runner. They were followed by Glimmers and Sarwatch, both going up on the inside from Dotteressa Fly By Night. Life Goes On, O Tributes and Kirkstall Lane last of all. Die was caught wide on Coco Cabana at the 2,000 mark, and he whipped her across. Coco Cabana went clear, 2 lengths on Go You Beauty. 1 away is Spotswood. Hill of Grace on a limb, 3 wide and without cover, and travelling up around Miss Zoe with Glimmers on the fence. Dotteressa centre field racing in the clear. Sarwatch inside of Fly By Night from Life Goes On, O Tributes and Kirkstall Lane. So this is the order as they win their way to the back straight at the 1650 crossing. And it's Coco Cabana, the casual lies filly in front, and starting to steady the ship now. Die leading 3/4 on Go You Beauty. A length and a half to Spotswood, and Hill of Grace now 4th and 1 out as Dotteressa starts to improve with the muddling speed. A length and a half Miss Zoe, Glimmers, 2 lengths Fly By Night, Sarwatch 4th last. 2 lengths to Tributes. They were followed by Life Goes On, O and Kirkstall Lane. So they go by the 1,200 metres mark. Cassidy not happy with the speed, and Dotteressa's a new leader. Dotteressa rolled around the outside, crossed and went clear by 2.5 on Go You Beauty. Coco Cabana racing the fence. Hill of Grace 5th. Outside Spotswood. And Hill of Grace now 3 wide going forward as Spotswood came out in front of her. 2 lengths to Miss Zoe. 1 away Glimmers. Fly by Night. Sarwatch about 7 off the lead on the fence. 1 away Tributes from Life Goes On. Owen still last of all is Kirkstall Lane. This is the order at the 850 metres mark. Dotteressa in charge. 3/4 on Go You Beauty and Spotswood travelling up the centre. Hill of Grace has had no luck. She's out 4 wide now going forward from Coco Cabana. Fly by Night improves around Miss Zoe. Go You Beauty stopped very quickly. Sarwatch had to come around to heels and lost ground there from Glimmers and Tributes. They were followed by Kirkstall Lane and Life Goes On as they near the bend. 450 to run in the Oaks. Hill of Grace 3 wide. Dotteressa the fence and Spotswood the centre. 2 lengths to Fly by Night and Miss Zoe from Coco Cabana. And Tributes coming to the outside, winding up. No Sarwatch at the moment. She's well back. Coco Cabana's got the run at the 250 and raced to the lead from Miss Zoe, and she was going great guns. Gay's looking for the big double, and Coco Cabana shot away from Miss Zoe, Tributes and Fly by Night. But Coco Cabana, the casual lies fillies, killing them in the Oaks, and down to the post, Coco Cabana by 3.5 lengths. Tribute second, Miss Zoe third from Fly by Night. Hill of Grace had no luck in the race from Dotteressa, Spotswood, Life Goes On, Kirkstall Lane, Glimmers. And Sarwatch has put in a shocker. She's a distant second last and a big margin to Go You Beauty, a long and distressed last. Lights are on and they've come away in a perfect line. Brave Prince the grey away quickly. Sunline going forward and Georgie Boy on the fence. Over's been ridden aggressively and Slavonics going up with Zatella. Good race for the front. Sunline outside Georgie Boy. Over's 4 wide. Slavonics 3 out and easing. 1 away is Zatella now. They were followed by Brave Prince. Final Fantasy's well back and on the inside Ita Gaze last of all. Georgie Boy's rider kicked up Brian York. And at the 1100 metres mark, he leads the way 3/4 on Sunline, 3/4 away Over, but he's on a limb. Then Final Fantasy going up in between Slavonic and Brave Prince on the fence. 1 away is Zatella. And Ita Gaze is back on the inside, last of all at the 900 metres point. It's Georgie Boy in front. Sunline chewing steel on the outside second. 3/4 away Over. Final Fantasy the centre, and on the fence, Brave Prince. Slavonic behind that group. Ita Gaze travelling well, but he's on the fence with no room to move just at the moment, and still last of all as they come to the bend, Zatella. Sunline is going up, putting a little bit more pressure on Georgie Boy at the 550. 3/4 Over, who's had a dreaded run. Slavonic wide, then Final Fantasy, Brave Prince. Ita Gaze starting to work into the clear. He's 4 out now, starting his run from Zatella. At the foot of the rise, and quickly Sunline had moved up, and oh so easy. She had cantered to the front now from Georgie Boy. Over her nemesis in the Doncaster giving chase. I think it's going to be a different story today. Charles Woken Up or really went for the mare now, and at the 150, Sunline, the world champion mare, is racing away. There are no dangers. Georgie Boy's run a great race from Over, but Sunline kills them. Wins 4 lengths on the line. Georgie Boy second, Over third, then Zatella. They were followed by Brave Prince, Slavonic. Well back in the field, Final Fantasy, and can you believe it, Ita Gaze has come in last.
So gate 9 now vacant. There's the light. They're racing. Racing in the Malaysia Airlines SA Derby, and towards the inside, Blue Murder out okay with Southern Supreme. Out fast with Stowaway. He's going forward with Don Arch, and Valdior going forward. Ebony Honour's going to be a lot closer today from Hidden Claws. Then Smites' Defence. Shore Blue one off the inside. Mowgli next the inside. G Diatribe's got a long way back with Condi's Fair. Then Happy Festival, Mr. Nelson, and Narcissism was last of all. Well, Valdior, she's in front this afternoon, the filly. Leads narrowly from Stowaway second. Blue Murder next, tucked away on the inside of Hidden Claws. Then Southern Supreme. Off the track, Don Arch going forward. Then Ebony Honour. 1.5 lengths to Smites' Defence. Shore Blue was next on the inside. Then Mowgli. Diatribe back on the inside was next. Then Narcissism. Condi's Fair, Mr. Nelson. And 2 to Happy Festival last of all. Gouchy took the grade of the lead, Stowaway. So Stowaway now in front at the 1600. Leads by 3/4. Running second was Denarch. Hidden Claws third. Valdior was fourth on the inside. 2.5 further back to Southern Supreme. Blue Murder next the inside. Then Ebony Honour, which is settled well. 2 to Smites' Defence. Shore Blue next. Diatribe worse than midfield and locked away on the inside of Mowgli. Next Narcissism from Condi's Fair, Mr. Nelson. And Happy Festival was last of all. They've got 1,200 metres left to run, and now Valdior went through to take the lead. So the filly back in front again. Valdior, and she's allowed to roll in front now by Noski. Valdior led at the 1,000 metre mark by 2 to Stowaway second. Don Arch third. Blue Murder fourth. Hidden Claws was next from Southern Supreme. Then Ebony Honour. Back on the inside, smites his defence from Shore Blue. Nikolic still held up in traffic here on Diatribe. Then Mowgli. Narcissism next from Mr. Nelson. Condi's Fair. And Happy Festival last of all at the 800. Valdior. She's making a bold bid for victory, just as she did in the WA Derby. She shot away at the 700-metre mark and led by 4. Blue Murder the first to come out of the pack and give chase. Then Stowaway. Ebony Honor starting to make ground. Southern Supreme next to the inside from Denarch. Shore Blue starting to run on. Nikolic now getting to the outside on Diatribe, but he must be nearly 8 lengths off the leader up to the bend at the 400. About to straighten. Valdior turns for home a length in front, but Blue Murder's about to lay down the challenge. 4 or 5 away, Ebony Honor. Wider out Shore Blue, then Southern Supreme. Diatribe not in the race. At the 200, Valdior tackled now by Blue Murder. Cliffy Brown looking for his third South Australian Derby, and Blue Murder burst away from Valdior. Mr. Nelson late with Shore Blue and Ebony Honor. This is getting tired, Blue Murder, but it's got a big break, and Cliffy Brown wins the South Australian Derby again. Blue Murder wins by a couple to Mr. Nelson second, Valdior third, Ebony Honor fourth.
They're ready to run. Away, Assertive Lad fairly out. The Legend going back after the start. Away very quickly, Clonmel. He's hunting for the early lead. Shot of Thunder going fast. Pimbledon's not far away, and Vampire going through. Assertive Lad is fifth, one off the fence. On the rail is the filly pushing up. She's a Pretender. 2 lengths to Reenact. He was out of the machine safely today and is showing a lot more speed than last week. 2 lengths Rentker and the Legend last of all. By the 1200 mark, Clonmel in charge. The big boy, Pimbledon, got up to be second. On the inside, She's a Pretender third. Assertive Lad fourth, and Vampire on a limb as they steady the ship. 2 lengths Shot of Thunder, Reenact on the rail. Then came the Legend and Rentker last. This is the order in the Champagne Stakes at the 900. And Clonmel, the Thunder Gulch 2-year-old, in front by about a length and a half on Pimbledon. She's a Pretender inside of Assertive Lad, and Vampires had no luck in the run from the WA Galloper Shot of Thunder. They were followed by the Legend. Reenact is awkwardly positioned. Second last the fence from Rentker. It's Clonmel with Chris Muntz aboard at the 650, leading the way 2 lengths on Pimbledon. Assertive Lad has travelled on the bit, beautifully placed third, the centre from She's a Pretender. Vampire Shot of Thunder, then came the Legend. Rentker's well back, and Reenact Stone Motherless last as they turn the bend. 400 metres to go. Clonmel in front by 2 lengths. His stablemate Assertive Lad quickly after him from She's a Pretender. Rentker at Cricket Score Odds is running a race, but Dies riding confidently. Assertive Lad ambled up to Clonmel at the 200 metres mark, and he raced to the front. 2 lengths away, Rentker, but Assertive Lad gained the ascendancy with 75 to run. And this outstanding 2-year-old Assertive Lad is going to do it again. Assertive Lad wins the Champagne from his stablemate Clonmel. Rentker a great run third from Reenact, and Shot of Thunder from She's a Pretender. Red lights blinking. Starter has a final look down the line. Brave Prince prancing their away. Bonanova, Shogun Lodge and LA Suez away quickly. Georgie Boy out of the pack, hunting for the front and will lead clearly. Brave Prince is coming across, and Adams now starting to work forward. Cronus wide out, travels up to be fourth, higher fifth. Intergaze going forward around Gypsy's Daughter. Shogun Lodge on the inside, worse than centre field from LA Suez. Referral. Vitronite, Bonanova and Final Fantasy last of all. Georgie Boy reefing and tearing down the back. Inside the 1600 metres mark, he leads from Cronus. Adam is a length and a half third. Brave Prince on the inside of Intergaze, and 2 lengths away, and the race is higher. He's being kept company by Gypsy's Daughter. 2 lengths Shogun Lodge. Inside of LA Suez from Referral, Vitronite, Bonanova and Final Fantasy last of all. Inside the 1100, and Georgie Boyd, a good even tempo, leads the way by 2 lengths now. Cronus is second, 2 lengths away. Adam, 3/4 Brave Prince, 1 back Intergaze. Gypsy's Daughter outside of higher. He's back on the inside centre field. In his footsteps is Shogun Lodge. LA Suez outside the 3-year-old. They were followed by Referral. Vitronite's a long way back. Bonanova's back second last outside Final Fantasy. Coming up to the 800 metres mark, Georgie Boy's been in front every step of the way. Cronus is a 3/4 of a length away second, and Adams out 3 wide. Brave Prince scrapes paint, then came Intergaze, 1 away Gypsy's Daughter, higher the centre. Coming out wide, Vitronite, Shogun Lodge, 1 off the fence, Referral on the rail in the blue colours. Then came LA Suez, Final Fantasy and Bonanova as they bunch up at the 600 in the Queen Elizabeth. And Georgie Boy giving Connections a great sight. Led by over a length on Cronus, 1 away, Adam coming wide, Intergaze with his run. Then Brave Prince, Referral's getting up on the inside. Higher lost his spot, Adams in front of him. In the straight in the Queen Elizabeth, and Georgie Boy's well clear. Led by 2 lengths on Cronus, Referral, Intergaze, Shogun Lodge and Bonanova from the a mile back, sweeping home. Georgie Boy at the 200 mark. He's running the race of his life, Georgie Boy, for John Size. He's clear by 2.5 lengths. Trying hard is Cronus. Then came Referral, but Georgie Boy springs an upset and races away with the Queen Elizabeth. Georgie Boy by 2.5. Photo second, Referral or Cronus. LA Suez late from Shogun Lodge. Then into Gaze, Vitronite and Bonanova. No higher, Adam Wellback. Then Gypsy's Daughter, Final Fantasy and Brave Prince last in.
There's the light. They're racing. And Coco Cabana jumped out beautifully, the favourite. Talir was away fast with Voile d'Or. Madame Plume going forward. So was Morali. Classic Coup behind those with Humaline. On her inside was Tycoon's Gold. Then the Grey Smokes' Rivalry from her stablemate Glenola. The Kiwi Forfar's gone back to second last, and Porto Rocker was last of all. Voile d'Or, just as she was in the Derby last Saturday, she's out in front in the Vinery Australia Oaks and leads as they head to the 2000 by 3. Coco Cabana, Larry Cassidy's put the favourite into the box seat second. 1.5 lengths to Madame Plume third, and Talir was fourth with her head on the ground. Morali pulling hard next. On its inside was Classic Coup, 1.5 lengths to Humaline. She'd settled well for Die, a bit worse than midfielders. Voile d'Or's off and gone, the leader. Well back, Tycoon's Gold from Smites' Rivalry. Then Glenola, Forfar, and 1.5 lengths to Porto Rocker. And her rider could not shoot the leader with a gun. She's that far in front, Voile d'Or. As they run towards the 1,500-metre mark, and Voile d'Or giving a dashing display, the Perth filly. She's 8 or 10 in front of Coco Cabana second. 1.5 lengths to Madame Plume third, 1.5 lengths to Lear fourth. Then Morali, she stopped pulling now. 2 further back to Humaline. On her inside, Classic Coup. Smites' Rivalry was next. On its inside, Tycoon's Gold. 1.5 lengths to Glenola. Then Forfar. Porto Rocker was last of all. Well, at the 1,200, Voile d'Or has given a dashing display here. Daring Tactics by Jeff Noski. Leads by 6 to Coco Cabana. The favourite forced to do the chasing here. 1 length away, Madame Plume third, 1.5 lengths to Talir. Then Morali. Die starting to improve now on Humaline. Next, the inside, Classic Coup from Smites' Rivalry. Also making some ground now, we had Porto Rocker. Further back then to Tycoon's Gold. Pulling out deep now, Glenola. Forfar last of all. They've got to this leader very quickly. Voile d'Or at the 600-metre mark, and the Grey Smites' Rivalry went up to get on terms. Coco Cabana back to third. Madame Plume her outside. Die hard at work on Humaline. Then Porto Rocker. She's run right up behind them on the inside. Talir was next for Morali. Then Glenola. Forfar, Tycoon's Gold and Classic Coup. They turn. Voile d'Or. She's getting her second wind. She's 1.5 lengths in front. Coco Cabana out at exactly the right time. Porto Rocker nearer the inside. Humaline, the widest runner from Talir. But Voile d'Or kicked to the 200. Oh, what a ride this has been. What a performance this has been by this filly. Voile d'Or charging away from Madame Plume, Coco Cabana and Porto Rocker, and was that a win? Voile d'Or. She won by 5 or 6. She could have got another lap. Voile d'Or in the Vinery Australia Oaks has bolted in. Madame Plume second. Coco Cabana third. Porto Rocker fourth. The gates crash back, they're racing, and French Clock, last year's winner, was one of the best to begin. Showing good speed in the early stages was a point. Rain Dance Lady was prominent, and pushing through nearer the inside was St Clements Bell and Rancho Sparks in that leading group as well. Just in behind those on settling down then, we had Making Ground, Rain Dance Lady nearer the inside. French Clock now drifting back from El Morada. Also getting back in the field was Nobility with Zahiro and Man of Mars, then Marstic, Perak Gold. Go with the Flow was second last, and 1.5 lengths to Accuse last of all as they move up towards the 600-metre mark in the Nature Vet Goodwood Handicap. And Rain Dance Lady went through on the inside now to take over. Leads from St Clements Bell and Rancho Spark. Right behind those Accused with Perak Gold, which has made ground from El Morada. Nobility off the track. Behind those runners in as we're about to turn was Marstic, now getting into the clear. Then Man of Mars, and further back Go with the Flow. French Clock not in the race nor Accused, but Rain Dance Lady hard up against the inside lead. Perak Gold after it. Strident starting to join in. A Marstic right down the outside. Marstic down the outside now moves up the Rain Dance Lady. Strident making ground with Zahiro. Marstic in front of Zahiro and Strident. Tony Vassell will win his first Group 1. Marstic for Aaron Spiteri. Marstic wins the Nature Vet Goodwood Handicap. Zahiro second, Strident third. Behind those, Rain Dance Lady. Then Go with the Flow. El Morada was next. from Accuse and a point together. Then Perak Gold.
Avalon's got barrier 2 and they're racing. Palladium Star off the inside, a shade slow out wide. Mr. Innocent, one of the best to begin. Commands began brilliantly and Felvalon is driving through to be one of the leaders. Testa Rossa is not far away and City Fair's going quickly. On settling down, it's Felvalon inside City Fair. Commands third, Guineas fourth, Testa Rossa fifth and Go Flash Go going forward on the outside. A couple to over in seventh position, followed by Staging, Palladium Star on the rail, and then Mr. Innocent, Black Bean, Easy Rocking, long way back, so is So Precise, and then Confiscate and last Bonanova. To the 700 metres mark they run and Commands is the leader. Felvalon is second, City Fair third, Guineas fourth on the inside, then Testa Rossa in a close fifth, Go Flash Go travelling deep on the rails, Palladium Star followed by Staging over Mr. Innocent, Easy Rocking, Black Bean, and then came Confiscate, So Precise and Bonanova. Around the bend, 350 to go. Commands joined by Felvalon. City Fair on the outside. Testa Rossa under pressure, followed by Guineas, Go Flash Go and wider out of Staging. Felvalon hit the front, coming to the 200. Command second, followed by City Fair, and now Mr. Innocent and Staging. Felvalon is the leader. Mr. Innocent is absolutely flying. Look at Easy Rocking, but Mr. Innocent took the lead from Easy Rocking close to home, and Mr. Innocent won the 10,000. Easy Rocking second, third Felvalon, then Black Bean. Command followed by City Fair over Bonanova. The next home was Staging. They're followed by So Precise, Go Flash Go, Confiscate, Guineas, Palladium Star, and the champ Testa Rossa. He's obviously not over the virus. He's pulled up at the tail of the field. Light on. Off in the size Produce Stakes and Rapid Man near the inside and City Best, the two best to begin. Madison began quickly and Chicky Centona not far away, and either is Chenar and Eminent Chevelle going for speed. Lady Mulan and Glenrowan just off the pace. Now Clonmel about 8th and deep going up to the first corner. Storm Scene's out wide. Ombre Della Sierra's out even wider. Then the Almighty One followed by De France. Adjudicators getting a long way back in the last two. Love Lawn and Reenact. Down the side, 8.50 to go, and Eminent Chevelle is the leader. A length and 3/4, Madison Centona third. Chenar fourth out, 3 deep, and Clonmel's out 5 wide. Storm Scene's just off the pace. Rapid Man on the fence, Ombre Della Sierra and Chicky improving. Then came to France, Glenrowan in the middle of the field between runners. Lady Mulan the fence, then Adjudicator, Love Lawn, the Almighty One, and Reenact's a long way back, and City Best has dropped out last. In the straight, 400 to go, Eminent Chevelle the leader. Centona moving up on the outside, Madison on the fence, then Chenar, Rapid Man, Clonmel, Ombre Della Sierra looking for a run, Lady Mulan near the fence, and then Glenrowan, Eminent Chevelle in front at the 200, Madison into second spot. Rapid Man is now starting to come home strongly. Chenar still there, not a lot of room for Lady Mulan. Rapid Man, and have a look at Reenact coming from nowhere. Reenact from the tail of the field, swept up, took the lead. Adjudicator battles hard, but Reenact has won from either Adjudicator or Rapid Man. Then Chenar, Lovelawn, Madison, Eminent Chevelle, Glenrowan, De France, City Best. Set, and they're racing, and Voile d'Or near the inside was one of the first to come out of the gates, and Regal Lagoon began okay. Giovanna well away, about to run up and join the pacemakers, as Dame Figurant, Anna Vild and Sophie's Gold's going for speed on the outside. Now there's a line coming to the winning post the first time. Voile d'Or, Giovanna of Vild, and Fly-By Night scooting through in the middle. Sophie's Gold's racing fifth, but trapped deep around Figurant, Regal Lagoon. Then came Precocious on the outside of Asdam, then La Chatelaine on the inside of Capola. Miss Zoe 3 deep and a long way back going out of the straight. And then came Majestic Heights on the inside of Let's Cruise. And then came Ethel and City Recruit on the outside as last. Voile d'Or skipped away at the 1,600 metres marker. Ville's over in a great spot where she normally gets in a close second. Giovanna's going to get a lovely run third. The fence Fly-By Night fourth. A length and a half to Sophie's Gold, 1.5 to Regal Lagoon. A length to Asdam, 3 parts to Figurant. A length and a half La Chatelaine going through on the inside of Precocious. Miss Zoe's got in a half horse off the fence now on the outside of Majestic Heights. And then came Capola, followed by Ethel. Let's Cruise second last. And last of all was City Recruit. They've gone past the halfway mark, 1200 to go, and it's Valdor out by 4. A Vilden second spot now, Wriggle Lagoon third, Giovanna fourth the fence. A length away, Fly By Night, and 2 lengths away in the field came Asdam, racing through on the inside of Sophie's Gold. A length and a half then to Figurant, Precocious, 3 deep with Chatelaines on the rail. Then Miss Zoe, Capola, Majestic Heights, Let's Cruise about to take off. And then Ethel and City Recruiter still last. 700 metres to go in the Oaks, and Valdor is the leader. A Ville breathing down the neck of it now. Giovanna's had a lovely run third. Wriggle Lagoon fourth. 2 lengths away, Asdam, Fly By Night, Precocious going up from Sophie's Gold. Miss Zoe deep, and then came Figurant. Le Chatelaines a long way back. And as they wheel the bend in the Oaks, 450 to go. Valdor is the leader. Here's a Vilda now. Giovanna sprinting very quickly on the outside as Dash to the lead. 300 metres to go, and Giovanna raced to the lead from a Vild. Then Asdam, City Recruit coming home from a long way back, and then Sophie's Gold. But Giovanna shot away inside the 200. City Recruit went into second spot, then Asdam. But Giovanna is the leader with 100 metres to go. It's another one for Chris Muntz and Roger James. And home goes Giovanna to win the Oaks in brilliant fashion. City Recruit second, a mile back third, Figurant, followed by Let's Cruise, Asdam, Precocious, followed by Wriggle Lagoon, Capola, Reville, Miss Zoe, Valdor weakened visibly in the straight from Sophie's Goal, and then Majestic Heights and Fly By Night, and La Chatelaine is tail back last. They're set. And they're off in the Stradbroke handicap, and Felvalon near the inside, one of the first to bound out of the gates. The Grey City Fair's going quickly, and Black Bean and Tiakau Dancer are prominent, so is Brighter Scene. Land Sightings lob sixth on the inside of Mr. Innocent, followed by Toledo. Over an Easy Rocking going forward. Toledo got a half check there, then St. Clements Bell Major, then El Morada, and then Magnifier, Gallopini staging, Sharon, Bonanova got flattened. A long way back is Confiscate, and last of all is Anthems. At the 850 metres mark, and City Fair led Brighter Scene, Felvalon third, Tiakau Dancer fourth, Black Bean fifth, travelling deep. On the fence then Land Sighting, followed by Easy Rocking, St. Clements Bell deep. Mr. Innocent's on the rails. Then came Major over Magnifier, Gallopini wide from Toledo, Sharon, El Morana. And then came staging Bonanova, Confiscates a long way back, and Anthems is last. Around the bend, City Fair led at the 400, tackled by Brighter Scene. Land Sighting on the fence, Felvalon between them from Black Bean. Easy Rocking coming on the outside, and then Mr. Innocent. 300 metres to go. Brighter Scene and Felvalon took the lead with Land Sighting the inside. Black Bean trying to get out. Easy Rocking wider out. Land Sighting the leader with 100 metres to go. Brighter Scene in second spot, but Land Sighting in front of Brighter Scene. Mr. Innocent on the fence, but Land Sighting and Chris Muntz win the Stradbroke handicap. Land Sighting from Mr. Innocent and Brighter Scene. The next Chiron staging. Magnifier, Easy Rocking, Black Bean, El Morada, Felvalon. Anthems, Bonanova, Confiscate. A long way back in the field, City Fair. And then came Tiakau Dancer, Major Toledo, and last home is Gallopini. They're set. Gates open, off and racing. Kincourt near the inside got out okay. Zulu, Zeal and Lord Alanon well into stride. Giovanna began quickly. So did Maguire, and Akhenaton's not far away on the outside. Fairway Settling's just off the speed, and Valdor's back in the ruck in the early part. And Make Mine Magic's going forward. At the line the first time, and Akhenaton just in front of Maguire. Borelli going up deep. Make Mine Magic in between runners. Giovanna and Zulu Zeal just off the pace. Fairways going through in the middle, and Valdor trapped deep. Then Citrus Prince inside, Sailor's Lark. A couple to Philidor on the inside of PlayStation, Lord Allen on deep. And then came City Habit, followed by Freemason. A couple to Valiant Road, Kincourt, Bear Raid, and last of all, JL. Akhenaton in front at the 1600 metres mark by a length. Borelli in second spot. Maguire third, Valdor fourth. Make Mine Magic is fifth, one off the rail. Fairway sixth, he's in a good spot too. He's around Giovanna in the middle. On the fence is Zulu Zeal, a length and a half to Sailor's Lark. On the outside is Citrus Prince. One to PlayStation, a half Philidor, 3 parts Freemason. One to City Habit inside, Valiant Road, Lord Allen on deep. Kincourt back third last, followed by Bear Raid and JL last of all. They've passed the halfway mark, 1200 out in the Derby, and Akhenaton made play. Valdor got to second, Maguire third. A length and a half, Borelli around Zulu Zeal. Fairways outside that pair going forward now. Then came Giovanna on the back of Fairway. Make Mine Magic in between runners. Then came Citrus, Prince, Sailors, Lark, PlayStation, Philidor. Freemason about to go on the outside. Then City Habit, followed by Valiant Road, Kincourt, Bear Ray, JL, and Lord Alanon dropped out last. 700 metres left to go. Akhenaten in front from Valdor. Fairway's gone to third. Then Maguire, Zulu, Zeal, Giovanna. Borelli got into trouble. Make Mine Magic in between horses. Citrus, Prince and Freemason and City Habit to the outside. Akhenaten first for home in the Derby. Maguire second. Fairway called upon. Giovanna to the outside, and then came Freemason running home at the 300. Akhenaten joined by Fairway and Freemason looming up on the outside. Then came City Habit. Maguire's on the rail. Freemason went to the lead from Fairway and Maguire. Citrus Prince is running home out wide, but Freemason is the leader with 100 metres to go. Citrus Prince went into second spot, but it's Freemason's Derby. Freemason beat Citrus Prince third, Maguire fourth, Fairway. Then Kincourt, City Habit, Giovanna. The next time in the race, Akhenaten, JL, PlayStation, Valiant Road, Valdor, followed by Zulu, Zeal, Sailors, Lark, Bear Raid, Philidor, Make Mine Magic, Borelli, and last time was Lord Alanon. Ready to go. The gates open, off on the TJ Smith, and Chicky in the middle of the line was one of the first to go. Eminent Chevelle began quickly. I'll Get By went straight to third from Tobiana, Storm Scene, Ombra Della Sierra. Love Lawn scooting along the fence inside. City Best, Rapid Man just easing, followed by Show A Heart, Miners Union. Lady Mulan is back third last, and Reenactors last on the inside of Adjudicator. Past the 1200 metres mark, and Chicky is the leader. I'll Get By went to second. Eminent Chevelle third, the fence. Ombra Della Sierra travelling fourth, but a little bit deep. A length away in the field, Storm Scene in the middle, Tobiana deep, Love Lawn on the rails. Then came Show A Heart on the outside of City Best from Rapid Man, Miners Union. Lady Milan's back third last, Reenactors second last, and Adjudicator on the outside as last. Past the 800 metres mark, Chicky made play. A length over, I'll Get By. Eminent Chevelle on the inside of Ombra Della Sierra. Storm Scene fifth, Love Lawn sixth on the inside. Show A Heart's in the middle, Tobiana travelling deep, and then City Best, Miners Union, Rapid Man, Lady Mulan. Reenacts under a lot of pressure back second last, and Adjudicators with him. On the turn, 450 to go, and Chicky first around the bend. I'll Get By second, Love Lawn. Here comes Show A Heart sprinting quickly, then Eminent Chevelle, City Best. Reenacts not in the race. Adjudicators pulled out, but Show A Heart dashed to the front at the 200 metres mark and sprinted away. Chicky in second spot, then Rapid Man, followed by Adjudicator, but it's all Show A Heart with 100 metres left to go, and he's going to bolt in the TJ Smith. And Show A Heart, look at Lady Mulan making up ground for second, but Show A Heart won by 6 lengths. Lady Mulan second, Rapid Man third from Chicky, Adjudicator, Miners Union, Love Lawn. Tobiana, Reenact was never a chance today from City Best. I'll Get By, Storm Scene. Eminent Chevelle's next to last, and last home is Ombra Della Sierra. Sky Channel Brisbane Cup, stand by for a start. The gates open and they're off and racing now. Yippee-I-O and Mr. Prudent were both slow to go. They're back near the tail of the field when they go 100 metres. Consolidator, Cruzeiro, Convincing and Brew were the first 4 out, and they went to that first corner together. Just off the speed, Ladies Solval, your reputed Groom, Cronus and Yelleroy are all going up in a big hurry. Green Raiders just off the speed with Karazi. Sharsgaze about midfield with Behemoth and Diaga. Yippee-I-O going up about 4 or 5 deep. Ken's Joy getting back inside Bluebird the Word. A gap to Wake Forest, followed by Dame Cat, Swift Knight, and Mr. Prudent went to the tail of the field. On the home bend the first time round, 2,400 metres to go, and Reputed Groom has gone to the lead. Cronus in second spot. 2 lengths away in the field, then came Cruzeiro, and the inside of Convincing and Yelleroy striding up quickly. Karazi's out deep, Consolidators on the fence. Yippee-I-O's going forward. Brews in between runners, then Lady Solval travelling around Green Raider. Sharsgaze on the fence, Diaga 3 deep around Behemoth, Ken's Joy on the rail, then Bluebird the Word outside, Wake Forest from Dame Cath, Mr. Prudent, and last of all Swift Knight. Past the post, 2,000 metres to go, and Cronus has gone to a clear lead in the Cup. He's out by 4. Reputed Groom travels second, Yelleroy third. A length and a half, Karazi, and Yippee-I-O is now over in 5th position. He's one off the rail. 2 lengths away, Cruzeiro on the inside of Convincing. Consolidators next on the inside of Brew, and Shask Gaze, midfield inside, Green Raider. Lady Solval still out 3 deep, but going forward. Ken's Joy's been put to sleep on the fence. Diarga's travelling 3 wide, and then came Behemoth around Wake Forest, followed by Bluebird, The Word, Mr. Prudent, Dame Kath, and Swift Knight is last. In the back straight, 1,500 metres to go. It's Cronus out by 3. Reputed Groom second. They're going along at a good clip. 2 to Yelleroy, 2 to Karazi, 3 to Yippee-I-O. 2.5 Convincing and a half to Cruise Zero. A length away, Consolidator on the inside of Brew. Lady Solval still out 3 deep. Shas Gaze, midfield on the rails. A length and a half to Diagra around Green Raider. Ken's Joy savouring every valuable inch of ground on the paint. And then Behemoth in front of Wake Forest, Bluebird, The Word. Mr. Prudence back 3rd last, and then came Swift Knight and last Dame Kath. They're on the top corner, 1,000 to run in the Brisbane Cup, and Cronus is the pacemaker by 1.5. Reputed Groom second, Yelleroy 3rd. Yippee-I-O's been asked to go forward now. He's 4th on the outside of Karazi. Then Convincing and Brew, followed by Cruzeiro on the fence. Then Lady Solval, Consolidator. Shaskay's been called upon for the effort in the middle. Diaga deep, and then came Green Raider. Behemoth is a long way back. Then Bluebird, The Word, Mr. Prudent, Ken's Joy shuffle back from Wake Forest, and then Dame Kath, and last Swift Knight. Here they come on the bend, 500 to go. Cronus the leader. Karazi went for the inside. Yippee-I-O moved up quickly. Brew coming at them with Lady Solval, and old Shaskay is getting into the fight in the straight, and Yippee-I-O the leader. Brew on the outside from Shaskay, Karazi, and then came Cronus, but Yippee-I-O's in front at the 200. Shaskay's trying hard to pick him up, and then Brew. It's Yippee-I-O and Shaskay. Yippee-I-O's a neck in front. Shaskay can't make up the leeway, and the big bounder Yippee-I-O wins the Sky Channel Brisbane Cup from Shaskay. Third's a photo, Karazi and Brew together. Then came Behemoth, followed by Green Raider. Mr. Prudent, Consolidator, Dame Kath, followed by Cronus, Diaga, Bluebird, The Word, Wake Forest, Reputed Groom, Ken's Joy.
About to go. Racing. Mastic out fairly, Flavour slow to move, and Cullen bounded away. St. Christoph got away pretty well too, and Sunline's right up there, 2nd and 3rd. Dandy Kid onto the name just off them, and Miss Penny Money settling down about 6th. In the run to the first turn, now pressure aplenty. Cullen from Sunline and Dandy Kid 3 wide. A length and a half to St. Christoph settling 4th on the rail, and then Sir Boom onto the name on the inside, followed by Slavonic very wide, and then Miss Penny Money. A length Mastic and Bulkhead, and then Vedi Via. Oliver Twist next to last, and 2 to Flavour. Up the side, Cullen just led from Sunline on the outside, and Dandy Kid 3 deep. Sunline raced into the lead, took about a neck advantage before the turn. Then Slavonic and St. Christoph a length away, Sir Boom hard written. Then came onto the name, and Miss Penny Money pulled to the outside, but Sunline's dash for home around the turn, and the champion mare opened up a couple of lengths. St. Christoph coming home well on the inside. Then came Dandy Kid hard written, and Miss Penny Money with her challenge, but Sunline with a good lead in the straight. Miss Penny Money 2.5 behind her, chasing and trying hard, but the champion is home again. Sunline opening up and racing away, and this super mare Sunline wins it by 3 onto the name. Miss Penny Money 3rd, and then came Sir Boom, followed by Oliver Twist and Bulkhead. Behind them, Vetivius and Christoph. Dandy Kid knocked up with Slavonic, Mastic, Flavour, and Colour the Bad last. All clears through. Streak just bounding around. He's not settled. They're away. And Mohib out fairly. Yama got away fast. Sky Heights might have missed it about a length and a half, and Boss has to ride him along in the early part. Showella dropped out to a clear last. Now as they settle, there's a bit of pace about in the race. Mohib is kicking up. Oliver Twist the centre, and now joined by Go Flash Go. A length and a half to Yama, being followed by Scoozy Please. He's caught a little wide and going forward. Then Hill of Grace, a half length to Blue Murder, Carpstead Way. One Diatribe the inside. Sky Heights caught a little wide there, followed by Tickle My, a length and a half behind them, Streak, and then Ken's Joy and 2 to Showella. 1,100 to go now. Go Flash Go worked to the lead, and he's strung them out now by 2. Scoozy Please booted up into 2nd placing, and Muhiba's 3rd. 2 lengths away is Oliver Twist running 4th, and a length and a half behind him, Yama. Then Hill of Grace, Sky Heights is next, a length away from Blue Murder and Carpstead Way. Then Diatribe, Tickle My. 2 lengths further back is Ken's Joy, Streak, and a length and a half to Showella. The Underwood field went to the 800-metre mark, led by Go Flash Go. Scoozy Please a length away second, a length and a half to Muhib. Then Oliver Twist in fourth, placing on the outside to Yammer, followed by Hill of Grace and then Sky Heights. A length and a half behind him, Carpstad Way. Blue Murder the inside. Tickle My starting a run with Ken's Joy. Showeller taking off from the outside, and then Streak and Diatribe dropped out to be last. Go Flash Go led Scoozy Please before the home turn. Muhib dropped out very quickly. Oliver Twist into third. Here's Sky Heights and Ken's Joy with Hill of Grace putting in runs, and Showeller easing right to the outside. Scoozy Please took over the running in the straight now. Coming after him is Oliver Twist, and Hill of Grace is starting to close rapidly. Ken's Joy and Sky Heights are down the outside. It's Scoozy Please tackled by Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is going home the bit. It grabs the lead from Scoozy Please, and Oliver Twist a neck clear, and Oliver Twist beats Scoozy Please. Carpstead Way ran third, and then came Hill of Grace. Go Flash Go. Sky Heights wider out, followed by Diatribe Yammer and Tickle My with Streak. Then came Ken's Joy, Showeller, and Blue Murder, one of the last in, with Muhib dropping out to finish a bad last. Delirious moving around a little. They're off, and a lovely start. And one of the first out was Porter Rocker and Dumrum. Weasel Will and Dover got away well. Testa Rossa jumped okay, but he's easing to about midfield now. Ruthless Tycoon, Camarina and Rancho Spark are going quickly as they settle fully. Sedurka a narrow leader, but Ruthless Tycoon and Rancho Spark move up and hit it. Umrum settling fourth and Camarina the outside. Wonder Weasel Will. A length Slavonic over on the outside. Clasley being followed then by Zahiro, and on the rails just behind them Porter Rocker, one Accabilk, and then Testa Rossa. Around him then came Over, and they're trailed by Delirious Vetiver. Second last Chattanooga and Go with the Flow. 700 to go. Rancho Spark the inside, and Ruthless Tycoon lead by a length and a half. Weasel Will third from Camarina. Just behind them Umrum having a good run with Sedurka the rail. Then came Honourable Mention on the outside. There is Slavonic, followed by Zahiro. Porter Rocker held up before the turn. Testa Rossa easing to the outside with Over, and then came Accabilk, followed by Vetiver as they swing the corner, where Weasel Will hit the front at the top of the straight over Rancho Spark. Umrum trying to get into the clear. Camarina and Porter Rocker are next. Here comes Testa Rossa, and Over's coming down the outside. Big Testa is coming with Porter Rocker to get to Weasel Will. Porter Rocker getting to the front. Testa Rossa coming at him, and Camarina's in the middle. Testa Rossa in a three-way go. It's either Testa Rossa or Camarina. Heads up and down, a bobbing finish, and Porter Rocker close up on the inside. Over did his best work late, followed by Accabilk. Weasel Will held on very well. Umrum just behind them, followed then by Delirious, Rancho Spark and Zahiro from Sedurka. Honourable Mention. Go with the Flow, and behind these are Chattanooga, Slavonic, Vetiver and Ruthless Tycoon.
Starter has a look down the line. They balance up. They're racing in the George Main. Away quickly, Mr. Innocent. Adam on his inside, away very fast. Fairway began well, and Al Mansour going up to be third. They were followed by Otis Gay, Celestial Choir, Bulkhead, Shogun Lodge and Padford Charlie last of all. Sorting themselves out in the Nova Castrium. Adam in front, and he's over racing two at the 1200. Led 2 lengths on Al Mansour. Mr. Innocent back the fence. 2 Otis Gay, outside of him Fairway. 2.5 Celestial Choir. It's a reasonable tempo. Then Bulkhead, Shogun Lodge back, second last the fence, and 2 lengths to Padford Charlie. Coming off the back, swinging down the side. Adam in front. For Sheehan, led by a length on the inform. Al Mansour and Mr. Innocent back the fence. 3/4 Fairway. He's in the clear. 1 away Otis Gay and a half Celestial Choir. Shogun Lodge back inside Bulkhead, and still 2 lengths away Padford Charlie. A good 8 lengths first to last at the 700. Adam in front, and again starting to up the tempo. Led a length and a half on Al Mansour right at his wheel. 1.5 back the fence is Mr. Innocent. Fairway being nickled at by Beedman to go forward. 2 lengths Celestial Choir around Otis Gay. Back on the fence Shogun Lodge from Bulkhead, and 2 last of all is Padford Charlie. Adam in front and giving them something to catch at the 350 on straightening. He led the way by a length on Al Mansour, and Beasley riding confidently. Back to the fence Mr. Innocent under pressure from Fairway, and now Shogun Lodge bullocking into the clear, and then Celestial Choir, but it's Adam in front. Mr. Innocent driving hard the fence. Mr. Innocent coming at Adam. Adam in front. Mr. Innocent trying to pick up Adam. Adam with all guts and blood to the line. Too good, and he wins the George Main. Adams won it from Mr. Innocent. Third a photo, Celestial Choir, Al Mansour and Shogun Lodge. They were followed by Padford Charlie, Fairway a flop, well back Otis Gay and Bulkhead last in. Looked a great line. Racing in the Spring Champion Stakes. Phoenix Park away well. G'day near the fence, and Ocean began quickly. Go Bent was going up. He's 4 out, and they're 4 abreast on that bend. Coming across from wide out as Falls the Shadow. Reenact booting up on the inside of him. 2 lengths Helsingborg. Curata Storm on the fence from Renka. Sheehan's gone back to last. Universal Prince is trailing. He's 2.5 lengths away, and the speed was on. Ghetto over at the crossing at the 1,600 metres mark. Led 3/4 Phoenix Park. On the fences, Go Bent. He's in a beautiful position, being kept company by Ocean. 2 lengths to Reenact, racing in the clear. 2 lengths Falls the Shadow, Curata Storm, Helsingborg, then Renka. And Universal Prince is last and a good 10 lengths away from Ghetto. As they stride down the back straight, it's Ghetto slowing up the gouch, leading 3/4 Phoenix Park. Go Bent on the fence as they go by the 1,200. 3/4 to Ocean. Falls the Shadow outside of Reenact. Curata Storm inside Helsingborg. Well back is Renka, and Universal Prince going up on his outside, whipping them in. Off the back and coming down the side of the track. And the front runner is Ghetto. 3/4 on Phoenix Park, and Go Bent is getting a beautiful run, the Gloaming Stakes winner. 3/4 Ocean, back the fence Reenact, and 3/4 Falls the Shadow, the Dulcify winner. Curata Storm inside of Helsingborg. Universal Prince is still well back. He's on the outside of Renka. By the 800 metres mark, they come in the Spring Champion Stakes, and it's Ghetto in front. But Phoenix Park has got within a long neck and a length and a half to Go Bent. Ocean the outside, Falls the Shadow off around them, 3 wide. Reenact on the fence, needing galloping room. Helsingborg comes up behind, Falls the Shadow. Curata Storm the fence. Universal Prince will be saved for one final bid, and he's starting his run, and Renka last as they head for home. In the home straight, and Phoenix Park moved up on the outside of Ghetto. Ocean made a line of 3. Go Bent on the fence, and Falls the Shadow letting down with a good run. Universal Prince starting to wind up, and he's coming now from Reenact. It's Phoenix Park just in front of Ghetto. On the fence, Go Bent, and Universal Prince is starting to charge. Here's Universal Prince at the 75. He hit the lead from Falls the Shadow and Go Bent, and Universal Prince takes the Champion Stakes. He's too good for them. Universal Prince from Falls the Shadow and or Go Bent. Close up Ghetto from Phoenix Park, Reenact, then came Ocean. Renka, well back, Curata Storm, and Helsingborg last in. And she runs the favourite. Gates open, Curvaceous, Lady Milan and Flip Flop all slow to go, and Actress flew out of the gate. She went straight to the front. Piccolina's rushing across from wide out from Sophisticat. Preserve going forward in the cerise jacket, and back on the fence Donna Dior. A length and a half then to the short price favourite Unworldly, and the speed was good early from Curvaceous, Lady Milan and Flip Flop last of all. Actress in front by the 1,200 metres mark. Piccoline quickly up on her outside second. Preserve No Luck 3 wide. Back on the fence Donna Dior. 2 lengths Sophisticat. Curvaceous on the rail. Unworldly's got back to third last, spotting the leader 6 lengths, 2 lengths Lady Mulan, and last of all is Flip Flop as they come down the side at the 850. It's Actress in front leading the way. Actress by a half length on Piccoline. On the inside, Donna Dior third, Preserve close up fourth. 2 lengths Sophisticat around Curvaceous. Unworldly is back third last, 6 or 7 lengths from the leaders. She's about to ease wide now as Cassidy starts to go forward. Back on the fence, Flip Flop and Lady Mulan last. He's niggling at Unworldly. She's still a fair way back as they approach the bend at the 500. It's Actress in front, leading the way 3/4 on Piccoline. Back on the fence, Donna Dior from Preserve. Then came Curvaceous, Unworldly easing out. Lady Mulan outside of her. In the home straight in the flight stakes. Actress the leader. Piccoline on the outside trying to get on terms. Unworldly starting to wind up. Lady Mulan's coming with her. Donna Dior and Preserve heads the others. But Sydney's Glamour Filly. Unworldly had moved up and she had raced to Piccoline. Unworldly in front of Piccoline. Lady Mulan wide out with Actress Donna Dior. But Unworldly's going to be too good. Unworldly comes right on and wins the flight stakes. Unworldly first, Piccoline second. Lady Milan, I think, third in front of Actress. And back to the fence, Donna Dior, then Preserve. They were followed by Curvaceous, Flip Flop, and last of all would have been Sophisticat. Racing in the Epsom, Chinoy and Crawl slow to get going. Haunting Spirit, Adam aligned, Landsiding away fast. Georgie Boy, Valuate going quickly. Otis Gay not far away. Mulan Princess caught wide, rushing up past centre field. They were followed by Sorrento, Celestial Choir. Back on the fence and making ground, L.A. Suez from Spying. Chinoy's got a long way back with Shogun Lodge, higher outside of him. 2 lengths further back then is Tie the Knot around Referral. They were followed by Pace Invader, Final Fantasy and Crawl the last one. Haunting Spirit clapping on a fast tempo at the 1,000. Led 2 lengths on Valuate, a length and a half to Georgie Boy, aligned the fence. They were followed by Adam pushing through in the centre. So Milan Princess is effectively 3 wide, a length and a half to Landsiding. Celestial Choir. They were followed by Otis Gay. Then Sorrento outside of L.A. Suez on the fence. Chinoy the centre from Spying. Shogun Lodge back the fence from higher. He's a long long way back with Pace Invader. 2 lengths further back on the rail as Referral, Tie the Knot being stoked up. Then came Crawl and Final Fantasy, the last one. Before the bend at the 500 metres mark, and the Epsom Hoarding Spirit has ensured a fast tempo. Leading by a half length on Georgie Boy. A line's getting a run up on the fence from Value Weight. Adam to the outside, landsliding behind those. Tie the Knot's a mile back in the field, and Hires badly strung up in traffic at the 250. Haunting Spirit in front, but landsliding, sailing throughs after him very quickly. Shogun Lodge roaring through on the fence. LA Suez needs a run. Adam down the centre. Shogun Lodge and Bossy had raced to the front. Landsliding tries to match Shogun Lodge, but it's his day today. Shogun Lodge wins the Group 1. Second is Landsliding. Chinoya Photo third. Crawl screaming home. Adam wide out on the track. Then a line, Tie the Knot, higher, no luck from Sorrento. Well back, Haunting Spirit. They were followed by Referral, Celestial Choir, Milan Princess, Odersky, Value Weight Spying. Then came Pace Invader, Final Fantasy, and Georgie Boy last time in the Epsom Handicap. The lights are on. This should be it. The gates fly back. Steel Phoenix a shade slow to go and was bustled forward shortly after the start. Able Master near the inside away quickly. Pastor Express away fast. JBJ going quickly with Steel Phoenix. Bias Bay one from the outside. It is riding out 6 deep, travelling forward. So they race to the post. Bias Bay about 4 out, leads the way from Ears Ronnie and JBJ. Steel Phoenix 4th. Able Master 5th. Pastor Express lands a good spot. 2 lengths away then on the inside, Citrus Prince and Coco Cabana better than centre field. 3 lengths Classified. Liberty Hall outside of the Kiwi. 2 lengths Ancient City. Then came Prophet's Kiss, Tribute, Super Revenant, Edward Bray and Kazakh Bell, the last one. Inside the 2,000 metres mark, and Bias Bay from Bathurst put on the tempo in the Metrop. Led by 3/4 on Ears Ronnie with JBJ on the fence, and Pastor Express is poised 4th. 3/4 away, Steel Phoenix inside Coco Cabana, so the 2 favourites are very well positioned. Able Master on the fence and a length and a half in the race, Citrus Prince. Classified inside Liberty Hall. 2 lengths away, the Victorian Ancient City, then Super Revenant. Prophet's Kiss is back 4th, last from Tributes. 2 lengths Kazakh Bell and Ancient City, the last one. 15 lengths covers the field as they go down the back. 1,400 metres to go, and it's Bias Bay up on the bit, travelling along by a length on Ears Ronnie. On the fence, JBJ, the Kiwi, and Pastor Express 4th. 5th, the inside, Steel Phoenix. Coco Cabana right behind Pastor Express is Months, and a length away is Able Master from Citrus Prince. They were followed by Liberty Hall around Classified. 2 lengths to Ancient Cities, well back in the race with Super Revenant. 2 lengths to Prophet's Kiss, then Tributes. Well back is Edward Bray, and a length away Kazakh Bell as the speed went on at the 1,000 metres mark, and Bias Bay is highballing in front. It's Bias Bay by 3/4 on Ears Ronnie sticking to him. A length away JBJ, and Marshall is right behind them on Pastor Express. Then came Munce going up on Coco Cabana. He's got York in a pocket on Steel Phoenix, and 2 lengths away then is Citrus Prince. Able Master on the fence. 2 lengths to Liberty Hall, Super Revenant. Prophet's Kiss wide, starting a run. Then came Edward Bray, well back Ancient City, Tributes. They were followed by Classified, and last of all in the Metrop is Kazakh Bell. Business End coming up now. It's Ears Ronnie moving up to Bias Bay. 3 out on the track, Pastor Express, who's been put back in a pocket by Coco Cabana, looming dangerously. Then Citrus Prince and Liberty Hall hits the others from Steel Phoenix. Over the rise, and Munce now pop the question to Coco Cabana. Coco Cabana a length in front of Citrus Prince. Pastor Express and Ears Ronnie still there. Coco Cabana in front. Pastor Express on the fence trying to level up. Coco Cabana in front. It's going to be 5 Metrops for Gay Waterhouse. Coco Cabana clear of Pastor Express, and Coco wins the Metrop. Coco Cabana from Pastor Express and Citrus Prince. Ancient City and Liberty Hall next from Ears Ronnie and JBJ from Prophet's Kiss. Then Steel Phoenix, Edward Bray, Tributes, Kazakh Bell, Super Revenant, Able Master, Bias Bay, and Classified was last home.
And away. Show of Heart began well, the favourite over near the outside, and Phoenix Park ridden for speed in the early part, bounded out and led from Fubu. Pieces and Scalato, and Shot of Thunder is up there about 5th or 6th. Debrief is shooting across towards the front as well, and they're closely followed by Our Winged Foot. Show of Heart's on the improve, wide out towards the front as they go to the 1,200 metres, and Oliver took Debrief to a narrow lead now. Over in second placing, Phoenix Park, Little Dozer 3rd, Pieces is 4th, followed by Show of Heart, trapped out 5th. 2 lengths further back, Fubu getting his head up. Senate Pete around him from Shot of Thunder, Sarsen Trail. 1 to Our Winged Foot wide out going forward, and they're followed by Scalato, Universal Prince, Paradiddle well back from Make Me a Miracle, and Sail of Century 2 lengths away last at the 800. Debrief on the outside, and Phoenix Park share the lead. Little Dozer is third. They're followed by Show of Heart going up fourth on the outside of Pieces. 2 lengths Senate Pete. Shot of Thunder next with Sarsen Trail the outside. Fubu down on the rail worse than midfield. They're followed by Our Winged Foot, Make Me a Miracle. Then came Universal Prince, spotting them a fair start with Scalato down on the inside. Paradiddle and Sail of Century as they swing the corner in the Guineas. Debrief the outside, and Phoenix Park in front of Show of Heart, who's under the whip. Pieces just behind them from Fubu, and then came Sarsen Trail and Shot of Thunder trying to get into the clear. Flattened Little Dozer. It's at the 200 metre mark. Phoenix Park and Debrief the outside. Show of Heart coming at them. Scalato diving up on the inside. Show of Heart's hit the front. Scalato's grabbed him on the rails. Scalato diving up along the fence. Spears away, and it's Scalato's Guineas by 2 lengths to Show of Heart. Fubu's a neck away third. Then came Sail of Century flying home for fourth. Next in Pieces, Debrief, Phoenix Park, Our Winged Foot, followed by Universal Prince. Sarsen Trail struggled in the going. They're ready and racing in the Yalumba. Scusi Please, one of the first out. Sky Heights out fairly, has to be bustled early. Testa Rossa dropped out to be last early. Georgie Boy's away fast, looking for the lead over Scusi Please. Camarina Magneto fourth. Then Sky Heights going forward quickly to fifth after a slightly slow beginning. He's around Oliver Twist. About 3 lengths to Shogun Lodge, Malign. 2 lengths to Tie the Knot, Freemason, and a couple of lengths last as Testa Rossa. Pace of plenty as they settle down. Georgie Boy by a length and a half. Camarina. Sky Heights doing it hard early. He's out 3 wide. Over on the inside, Scusi Please fourth. 2 lengths Oliver Twist, Magneto. A break of 3 to 4 lengths then to Malign, Shogun Lodge, followed by Freemason. Outside, Tie the Knot, and 2 lengths to Testa Rossa at the tail of the field. At the 1200 metres, Georgie Boy is about a length in front. Sky Heights posied up second now. Scusi Please a length and a half away third. Camarina 3/4 back fourth. About 2 lengths to Magneto, running fifth the inside of Oliver Twist. Still a break of 4 lengths, Malign. Outside, Shogun Lodge. 2 Freemason, Tie the Knot, and 2 Testa Rossa by the 900 metres. Onto the railway side now in the Yalumba, and Georgie Boy put them down about a neck clear. Sky Heights second. Scusi Please the rail third. Around it, Camarina. Then Magneto and Oliver Twist 2 lengths further back as Shogun Lodge niggled at the inside of Malign. Freemason pulled out wide. Tie the Knot is over on the rail. Second last nearing the home corner, and last is Testa Rossa by the 600. Still Georgie Boy led narrowly from Sky Heights, Camarina. Oliver Twist coming into it round the outside, followed by Scusi Please, Magneto. Shogun Lodge getting into the clear. Tie the Knot waits on a run down on the inside as they swing the corner. Still Testa Rossa last. Homeward bound, and Sky Heights shot to the lead. Sky Heights went out by a couple. Scusi Please in the clear from Oliver Twist. Then Camarina. Tie the Knot's got to the outside, but a fair way back with Shogun Lodge. Sky Heights in front, 100 out. He's done some work. He's 2 lengths clear. Scusi Please, Oliver Twist. Tie the Knot and Shogun Lodge coming, but Sky Heights is racing brilliantly. Sky Heights clear, and he takes it out. A great win by 2 lengths. Tie the Knot might have grabbed second. Shogun Lodge, Scusi Please close up with Camarina, and then came Oliver Twist, Magneto, followed further back by Freemason. Testa Rossa racing in the Turak, and Delirious away well on the inside with Umrum and Go Flash Go both beginning quickly. Going forward in the early part is Laurie's Lottery, looking for a place right on the speed with Mr. Innocent. Beat the Fade not far off them, followed by Slavonic and Akabilk. Chattanooga's pushing up in the centre as they settle fully into stride now. LA Suez seem to get a check off heels. He's 2 lengths last at the 1200, and Umrum the leader. Umrum by a length and a half to Laurie's Lottery. Go Flash Go is following Umrum right on the fence. They're closely followed by Mr. Innocent. About 2 lengths to Beat the Fade up in 5th placing. Couple Delirious on the inside, trailed by Slavonic, a length and a half, La Zagaletta. Chattanooga on the rails, middle of the field, a length and a half behind it, Veti Via, Gold Guru, Akabilk, Porter Rocker. Crawler second last and 2.5, LA Suez at the 750, and Umrum led by half a length. Running second, Laurie's Lottery. Mr. Innocent is trapped out 3 wide. Just behind them, Go Flash Go. He's had a good run, and then came Beat the Fade. 1 La Zagaletta the grey. followed by Delirious over on the inside from Gold Guru Slavonic. Crawl around Vetiver, Chattanooga needing some luck from there, followed by Porter Rocker, Acapulco and L.A. Suez up the 400-metre mark, and Umrum slipped a couple of lengths in front. He travelled okay, Umrum. He shot 3 in front round the home turn now from Go Flash Go. Lazagoleta pulled to the outside, and then Laurie's Lottery Delirious crawled to the outside with Gold Guru, had a bump, but Umrum with a big lead. 150 to go. He's 4 lengths in front from Go Flash Go. Crawl the outside from Gold Guru and in Chattanooga, but Umrum's going to make it back-to-back Turax, and Umrum's won it running away by 3.5 to Go Flash Go second. Crawl, I think, grabbed third from Chattanooga. Photo there. Then Acapulco and Delirious trailed further back behind these Gold Guru, Lazagoleta, Porter Rocker and L.A. Suez. Long break Slavonic, Mr. Innocent, Vetiver, and then came Laurie's Lottery, and dropping out to last was Beat the Fade. They're racing now. And Blab began very fast on the inside. Stormy Summers got away okay. So did Donna Dior, Dashing Granada. Going forward, Tenneth and Piccoline's up there forward from a wide barrier. Actress trying to come across. And So Gorgeous not on the pace today. She's about middle of the field, settling into stride. Donna Dior led. Piccoline went up to second. And just behind them, Blab on the inside. Actress has caught out 3 wide. Stormy Summers the centre. Now So Gorgeous is starting to go around the field. She'll soon be up on the pace. Shelburne Lass caught about 5 wide on the improve, and they're followed by Tenneth as the favourite found the lead. Dashing Granada over on the inside, followed by Knights Upon Us. 2 Pont on Flyer. She's a Pretender, a length away in the field. It's Torpedo Gold, all-time high, and Bravisa back on the rail last of all. They're inside the 800, and So Gorgeous had crossed to the rail and led. Shelburne Lass moved up a neck away. She's done some work to get there. A length and a half. Donna Dior, Piccolina's fourth. They're followed by Actress, Hard-Ridden fifth. Blab the inside, then Stormy Summers, Tenneth off the track. Next Knights Upon Us, Dashing Granada, Pont on Flyer called on for the runners. They neared the corner. She's a Pretender a long way back as all-time high starts a run round the outside, and then it's Torpedo Gold and Bravisa as Actress dropped out a bad last. So Gorgeous is being tackled left, right and centre as they corner. Shelburne Lass hit the front. Tenneth out wide coming at him. Donna Dior on the inside. So Gorgeous has gone. Here's Pont on Flyer and all-time high. Pont on Flyer, all-time high, are racing up to tackle Tenneth. 100 metres to go. All-time high and Tenneth with between them Pont on Flyer, but all-time high is racing away, and all-time high takes it out by 2 lengths. Pont on Flyer, I think, grabs second and a nose bobber ahead of Tenneth. They were followed by Piccoline, Shelburne Lass, and just behind those were Blab and Donna Dior. They were trailed by Dashing Granada, Knights Upon Us, and behind these to finish in the race, She's a Pretender, and then came Stormy Summers. They're set, racing, and Fairway began okay near the outside. Diatribe and Fuss a little slow. Celestial Show bounded out. Coco Cabana began running on the inside, and up there too is Hill of Grace as they thunder to the post the first time. Pravda out wide making a race of it. Camarina and Magneto are up there. Oliver wants the front on the favourite. Fairway though turning out of the straight. Here's a narrow leader from all the way just on his inside with Coco Cabana. Caught 3 wide. He's still booting forward on Fairway to find the front now. Pravda and Camarina's posted wide. Oh, Montrachet got some referred interference there. There's a check in front of him. He lost ground. Magneto's on the improve. Next is All the Way, and they're followed by Hill of Grace now outside Montrachet. Back behind those horses, Celestial Show, Citrus Prince, 2 to Freemason, 2 to Waken's Joy, Streak the Rail, and then second coming Majestic Avenue. Diatribe, 2 lengths to Fuss and Carpstead Way. Camarina's taken over the running after working very hard, and climbing up the hill, Camarina led from Magneto. Fairway dropped in for a trail. There was plenty of speed in the first half of the race. 2 lengths to Pravda forced. A length and a half to Coco Cabana, who's over on the inside of All the Way. 1.5 Hill of Grace, Montrachet. They're trailed by Celestial Show wide out. Back behind them, Citrus Prince. Streak over on the rail. 1 Freemason, Ken's Joy. A length Diatribe second coming, followed by Majestic Avenue and Carpstead Way. And Fuss bring up the rear to the railway side. And Camarina is the leader. She steadied the tempo mid-race. And down to the 800 led from Magneto, and Fairway right behind them. Pravda and All the Way is off, and going forward too is Hill of Grace on the outside. They're followed by Citrus Prince, Coco Cabana. Round the outside comes Majestic Avenue with his challenge, and then Montrachet Montrachet, Ken's Joy and Freemason taking off together at the 500 metres now, and it's Fairway going through to again take over the running. Fairway the leader from Camarina, and Hill of Grace has charged up on the outside. They're clear of now. Pravda coming through on the rails, and Montrachet's getting into the clear. Ken's Joy, Majestic Avenue in second, coming wider out. Fairway and Hill of Grace at the 250. They're the two leaders. Diatribe is coming through on the rails now. 150 to go. Diatribe charges up on the inside, and Fairway coming down the outside now. Carpsteadway with a rattling run, but Diatribe is clear. Diatribe in front of Pravda. Diatribe. George has won it at last. It's Diatribe from Carpsteadway second. Photo for third. It was either Freemason or Fairway. Then Ken's Joy, and they're followed by Streak, and back behind them second coming Hill of Grace, and then Fast Montrachet, Camarina. Pravda was next to finish. Then came Celestial Show all the way. Citrus Prince, a few more coming, Magneto, Majestic Avenue and Coco Cabana. They're ready to jump in the Cox Plate and away. Sky Heights missed it by a length. Sunline flew out of the gates on the outside. Tie the knot, Scoozy Please, both away quickly. Testa Rossa, Fubu show pace. Shower Heart dropped in behind them. Scoozy Please, a surprise leader from the message at the post, a lap to go. Sunline third, trapped out around Fubu. Testa Rossa right behind them, leaving the straight now. Then Referral and Shower Heart on the rail. And back behind those horses as they settle into stride is Sky Heights, off 4 wide by the 1600 metres from Diatribe, and then came Beat the Fade. Tie the Knot, one of the last, and behind it Oliver Twist, and Shogun Lodge dropped out to last. Up the side on the message, the leader, about 1400 to go in the Cox Plate, almost a length on Sunline, staying well away from the rail. Scoozy Please let them go and sat 2.5 lengths away. Third pace right on here. 2 lengths Testa Rossa and Fubu together. Sky Heights 3 wide, a little better than midfield. Then a length Referral. Shower Heart the inside, 1.5 behind them. Tie the Knot. He's followed by Beat the Fade. Well back is Diatribe on the inside. Second last is Shogun Lodge by the 1,000 metres, and Oliver Twist is now last of all. At the 800 metres, and the message joined by Sunline. 2 Scoozy Please, 2 to Sky Heights, 3 deep all of the way over on the outside at the 800 metres turn, where Sunline had drawn about a half length in front now. Fubu between runners, and then Testa Rossa. Well back is Referral. Tie the Knot, Beat the Fade. Shower Heart a long way back from Diatribe, Shogun Lodge and Oliver Twist, but by the 600 metres, and Sunline raced about 3 lengths in front here from Scoozy Please going to second. Testa Rossa to third. Then the message who's gone. She's going to take some beating, this great mare. Next is Diatribe. Nothing's making ground on her. She's away. Sunline, she leads by 4 lengths. The champion New Zealand mare has raced away in the Cox Plate. Diatribe and Referral are running onto the placings, followed by Testa Rossa and then Scoozy Please. But the champion mare is going to kill them. She's 5 in front, Sunline, and a piece of racing history. Back-to-back Cox Plates for the champion mare, Sunline. She's won it by 6 lengths easily. Photo the Miners, Diatribe or Referral, nothing between them. Then came Scoozy Please and Oliver Twist from Testa Rossa, Fubu. Back behind them, the message, Shower Heart, Tie the Knot, Shogun Lodge, Sky Heights second last, Beat the Fade as last. It's the most comprehensive win in the Cox Plate, probably since Dulcify towed them back in 79. Ready for the Amy Derby. Sailed of Century a little edgy. They're away. Scalado jump well over on the outside with I'll Get By. Go Bent. Shot of Thunder away fast down on the inside, and Showing Speed also has hit the roof. Scalado easing across about 5th or 6th in the run to the post the first time, and it's Go Bent on the inside with Comforts outside it, leading at the turn out of the straight. Scalado booting up now, travelling wide to get into third, placing around Shot of Thunder and hit the roof down on the inside, lying 5th. Half a length to Adolescence, a length and a half falls a Shadow. They were closely followed then by Bush Padre over on the outside. A length and a half further back in the field is Verbal. He's pulling and he's going forward round the outside of them. They're followed by Shower Heart, I'll Get By, Universal Prince well back on the inside. Sail of Century, Royale exit towards the tail. 2 lengths to at the tail of the field there is Reenact, and Sarson Trail is next to last by the 1700 metres, and Comforts made play. Out to the 1600 in the Derby, it's Comforts by 2 lengths. Go Bent is second. Third is Shot of Thunder on the inside, and Scalata was around it. 2 lengths to hit the roof, and Adolescence over on the outside, followed a length away by Verbal travelling wide. Falls the Shadow is next, and then Bush Padre. One to Show a Heart, followed by I'll Get By. Universal Prince well back on the inside, and they're followed then by Sail of Century, and towards the tail is Sarsen Trail. Royal Exit about fourth last, and Reenact brings up the rear by the 1200 Comforts by a length and a half. Go Bent is running second, third is Shot of Thunder. Scalato having a good run fourth on the outside, 2 lengths to Adolescence. Hit the Roof, the rail. Verbal's been trapped out the whole way. Then Bush Padre, Falls the Shadow, and they're followed further back in the field by I'll Get By, and then came Show a Heart, Universal Prince, Royal Exit, Sail of Century, Sarsen Trail, and Reenactors last in the Derby by the 800, where Comforts is the leader. Go Bent is a length away second, 2 lengths Shot of Thunder. Scalato on the outside, then came Adolescence, who's under the whip. Hit the Roof down on the inside from Bush Padre. Falls the Shadow. Royal Exit pulling out wide from Verbal. Show a Heart still a long way back as they corner. So is Universal Prince. Sailor Century is one of the last as they corner. Into the straight at the 400 metre mark now. Go Bent moved up to go to the lead from Comforts on the inside. Hit the Roof is getting into the clear. Then Scalato on the outside. And now Universal Prince. But as they got to the 200, Hit the Roof. Hit the Roof has raced up and gone to the lead over Scalato. Falls the Shadow. Go Bent and Universal Prince on the rail. Hit the Roof with 100 to go. The leader from Universal Prince, Scalato, and Falls the Shadow. But it's Hit the Roof well clear. He's got the Derby won. And Hit the Roof goes on to win it by 3 lengths on the line. Universal Prince. Falls the Shadow, I think, grabbed third from Scalato, and Sail of Century running home well when it was over. Next was Go Bent and Comforts, followed by Royal Exit, Shot of Thunder, Reenact, and behind these Bush Padre, and then came Show a Heart. Well back is Adolescence and I'll Get By, and Sarsen Trail towards the end of the field in company with Verbal. They're set, racing. Oliver Twist began well. Slavonic jumped very fast, and Hill of Grace is right up there too. Montrachet the Grey is going forward. Coco Cabana settling about fifth. Going forward is Camarina with Vitaman, followed by Magneto. Sky Heights next, who's on the improve. Then Gold Guru, who's on the rails, a length and a half to Freemason, and they're trailed well back by the 1700 metres by Bulkhead, Oxford Dollar the Hind, and at the tail of the field, Behemoth with Citrus Prince just going up past him. Heading out to the 1500, Camarina had crossed over and she leads. It's Camarina about to make the turn near the 1400, a length and a half in front of Vitaman second. Slavonic nearly a length away third on the rail. Magneto is travelling 3 wide, followed by Hill of Grace getting a good run fifth. Oliver Twist a lot closer today is sixth on the rail from Montrachet. Travelling 3 wide is that French galloper. Coco Cabana in the centre, a length and a half further back in the field. Gold Guru, and then Sky Heights with Freemason between horses, keeping Sky Heights working 3 wide too. 2.5 lengths behind these Oxford Dollar outside of Bulkhead, and they're followed by Freemason, and rather towards the tail of the field there is the Hind on the inside of Citrus Prince and 2 Behemoth as they came up the side, and Camarina is the leader, 3/4 clear on Vitaman second. Slavonic third on the inside of Magneto, and then Hill of Grace, 1 to Montrachet. Next on the rail then came Oliver Twist, and around him Coco Cabana from Sky Heights has been tracking wide. They're followed then by Freemason, Gold Guru, Oxford Dollar, Bulkhead, well back as Citrus Prince and the Hind, and Behemoth is last as they swing the corner in the McKinnon at the 500 metres, and the leader is Camarina from Vitaman. Wider out is the Grey Magneto. Montrachet coming deeper still, and Sky Heights is off the track. He's one of the widest. Oxford Dollars coming deeper still. Hill of Grace in behind them looking for an out as they got past the 300. Camarina still has it over Vitaman and Slavonic running a big race. Oliver Twist is getting up on the rail, and then Oxford Dollar down the outside. Camarina though at the 100 in front. Oliver Twist is driving up on the rail, and then Slavonic, but Oliver Twist railed through, and Oliver Twist came away and beat Camarina. Slavonic's run a great third. Then Freemason coming home, and so was Bulkhead. Next Hill of Grace, Oxford Dollar the Hind, Coco Cabana, and behind these were Behemoth and then Citrus Prince. Sky Heights dropped out, and then Gold Guru, Magneto, Vitaman and Montrachet. Lights flashing away. They're off. Felvalon began fairly near the outside with Black Bean, and away quickly there is Flavour heading over towards the outside rail. Shy Hero began very fast, and Adam is up there as well. Umrum's coming this side too. Over on the flat now, and one of the first out was Sports ahead of Upright holding the rail. Just behind theirs was Miss Corner Caver. Bradshaw is wider out in the bunch, followed by Mulan Princess, and further back is Tilt the Scales down on the flat side. One of the last there is Easy Rocking, and Gallopini is just ahead of it. Over on the other side, inside out this grandstand rail, and the leader is Shy Hero, but only narrowly from Umrum and Felvalon right behind them. Adam close to the middle of the course, followed by Flavour, and Blackburn is last of the division on the grandstand side at the 400 metres on the flat, and the leader is Sports. Miss Cornucova coming home. Bradshaw under pressure. Gallopini is starting to close on them, and Tilt the Scales is trying to push into the clear. On this side, Felvalon and Umrum with Blackburn are coming at them, followed by Adam on the flat, and Sports in front. Tilt the Scales and Easy Rocking is starting to come after Sports, and on this side it's Umrum from Blackburn. Easy Rocking in the middle is coming home the better in the pack. Easy Rocking won the Challenger. Easy Rocking is first. Great photo of the minors. Umrum on this side, and Tilt the Scales, Gallopini with Sports on the flat aren't far away. Just behind these horses as they've gone over the line was Upright and Mulan Princess. Then Miss Cornucova, who couldn't sustain the pressure. Bradshaw and Flavour towards the tail of the field, and Adam on this side with Felvalon finishing behind them. And back to the tail of the field is Shy Hero. Ready. Racing. And it looked like Far Cry went down on his nose at the start. He didn't jump well. Away fast towards the inside is Maguire and Freemason, and also Maridpoor got away well. Hit of Grace is up there too. Over near the outside, and Coco Cabana and Mr. Nelson with Pastor Express are prominent. Diatribe easing in behind them, running down towards the 500 the first time round. Skybow had dropped out to be last, and Carpstead Way's about the middle of the field now at the 400 the first time, and it's Maguire on its outside. Far Cry and Maridpoor 3 deep. Mr. Nelson 4 out. Then Coco Cabana, Our Unicorn very wide. Pastor Express just off them, followed by Diatribe, Lightning Arrow. Freemason down on the rail behind, not too far away, followed by Arctic Owl. Hill of Grace on the fence, a couple of lengths away is Brew, who's got across one off the rail from the outside gate, and then Yippee-Yi-Yo second coming around in Zelly Bohemoth, followed by Carpstead Way. A length and a half Celestial Show, Citrus Prince, and Skybow is last of all. The field turns out of the straight out to the riverside, 2100 to go, and Maridpoor made play by 2 lengths. Mr. Nelson is second, Maguire is third, and Far Cry is fourth on the outside. He's got into a beautiful place now. He's being followed then by Lightning Arrow fifth. On the rail next is Freemason as Our Unicorn works forward wide. Then came Coco Cabana, a length and a half to Pastor Express, and the hind over on the inside is Hill of Grace, and they're followed by Diatribe. Arctic Owl about the middle of the field, nearly a length to Yippee-Yi-Yo, a length and a half second coming. Brew is now inside of his stablemate there. A length and a half further back is Bohemoth in Zelly, and they're followed by Citrus Prince. Well back is Celestial Show. Carpstead Way is next to last, and last of all is Skybow. They've passed the halfway mark now, and out to the 1500 it's Maridpoor in front. Our Unicorn has done some work to get the second. Close up on the outside is Far Cry and Maguire the rail. Pastor Express about 4 wide is improving towards the front, and they're followed further back in the field then by Mr. Nelson. Back behind those then is Freemason down on the inside as they go towards the 1200. Then Lightning Arrow there outside. 2 lengths further back is Pastor Express, and Diatribe taking off round the outside from Hill of Grace. A length to Arctic Owl. Second coming, Yippee-Yi-Yo well back, followed by Bruce, Citrus Prince, Bohemoth spotting them a long start, 1,000 to go, and they're trailed by Inzelli, Skybow. Carpstead Way is still second last, and Celestial Show is last as they came down the side, and it's Maridpoor, a narrow leader, but he's been headed very quickly. He's dropped out at the 800. Pastor Express and Diatribe's gone up there fast as they neared the bend, with those as second coming around the outside. Here's Citrus Prince coming, followed by Lightning Arrow, then Brew to the outside, and back behind them Carpstead Way is starting a run wide out as they swing the corner, and Freemason getting up on the rail into the straight. Second coming's taken over the running. Citrus Prince after it, then Pastor Express, and next Diatribe down the outside. Here's Carpstead Way coming, and Yippee-Yi-Yo, but second coming at the 300 leads. Coming home well on the outside now is Brew. Carpstead Way's battling away, and Yippee-Yi-Yo. Brew hit the lead at the 200 from second coming. The stablemates are clear from Yippee-Yi-Yo, but it's Brew going for home, 100 out. McAvoy wheels a whip, and Brew draws away to win the Melbourne Cup. 2 lengths to Yippee-Yi-Yo second. Second coming third. Carpstead Way a half head away fourth. They're followed in then by Arctic Owl along the rails from Freemason and Celestial Show. Pastor Express, and they're followed in by Skybow, and behind them Hill of Grace, Maguire, and then came Diatribe. Then the hind, and well back is Citrus Prince and Zelly Bohemoth, who never came into the race. Long break then to Our Unicorn, Coco Cabana, Mr. Nelson. Far Cry, one of the tail enders with Maridpoor and Our Unicorn. And racing. Lolita Star and Leng Kwai Fong both began reasonably well. Down towards the inside, Tanith was away swiftly with Speared Ant, Hoochie Mama. Love Lorna's up there too as they go past the post the first time. Len Kwai Fong trying to ease in for somewhere, and just behind those horses, Dashing Granada and Curvaceous. Now Lolita Star has settled about third last as they leave the straight. Back there with who's Ponton Flyer, and All-Time High is about fifth last. So Speared Ant is the leader out to the 2,000 metres by 2 lengths. Hoochie Mama goes up into second placing. Tanith is a length away third on the rails, and Love Lorna's fourth with Len Kwai Fong fifth but trapped out. Just behind them, Scale the Heights, and one further back is Dashing Granada, a length and a half Curvaceous. 2 lengths Icado on the inside of All Time High, another 2 lengths then Miss Bikini. Lolita Star is on her outside, and they're followed by Ponton Flyer. Dayanira one of the last, and last is Donna Dior. Out past the 1,600 metres, and Speared Ant made play. Len Kwai Fong worked up 2 lengths away second, and Hoochie Mama is third on the rail. Love Lorna a length and a half or 2 away in fourth placing on the outside, followed by Tanith getting a lovely run fifth the rail. Then Scale the Heights about 2.5 lengths back in the field came Dashing Granada, and another 2 lengths Curvaceous, followed by Icado. All-Time High worse than midfielders outside her, and then 2 lengths Miss Bikini, Lolita Star. A length and a half Dayanira as they go by the 1,200. Second last Ponton Flyer, and Donna Dior is at the tail of the field. Speared Ant is the leader, heading to the 1,000 in the Crown Oaks by a length and a half to Len Kwai Fong. Hoochie Mama third, a length away. Love Lorna's fourth, 2 lengths to Tanith and Scale the Heights together. They're trailed a couple of lengths away in the field. Dashing Granada outside Icado, and then 2 lengths Curvaceous, Miss Bikini. Then All-Time High with Lolita Star next, about 2 lengths to Dayanira, followed by Ponton Flyer, and Donna Dior is last as the Oaksfield heads towards the turn. And the Bolter, Speared Ant a neck in front, 600 metres to go from Len Kwai Fong. A length and a half Hoochie Mama. Lovelorn pulled to the outside, and Tanith now comes away from the rail. Then Scale the Heights as they swing around the corner next to Icado. Lolita Star pulls right to the outside, and coming with her is Curvaceous, and then Ponton Flyer. Len Kwai Fong at the 400 hit the lead. Lovelorn coming after her. 2 lengths to Scale the Heights. Here's Dashing Granada, and now Lolita Star is coming down the outside. Len Kwai Fong and Lovelorn together in front of Dashing Granada and Lolita Star. 150 metres to go now. It's Lovelorn and Len Kwai Fong fighting it out at the moment with Dashing Granada and Lolita Star. Lovelorn, Len Kwai Fong. Lovelorn put the head in front. Lovelorn has won it, Hawks. He's won it again from Len Kwai Fong. Either Lolita Star or Dashing Granada for third in front of Tanith, and behind these was Miss Bikini, and they were trailed then by All-Time High, who didn't go on. Then Scale the Heights, Donna Dior, Hoochie Mama. Behind them Curvaceous and Ponton Flyer, and then came Icado towards the tail. Dayanira next to last, and Speared Ant is last in the Crown Oaks for 2,000. Racing. Umrum began very fast down on the inside. Acapulco fraction slow with LA Suez. Matter of Honor began very quickly looking for the lead in company with Camarina. French Clock just off them. Umrum is settling on the rails. El Morada and LA Suez is going forward quickly. Just behind these horses, then Go Flash, Go Scoozy Please, racing on the outside of Pace Invader. Then Weasel with a length to Gallopini. High getting a fair way back by the 1,200. Next is Testa Rossa, Acapulco Crawl next to last as they go down the back of the course. And dropping out to last of all was LA Suez. Adams made a quick move at the 1,000 metres, but Matter of Honor led. Adams 3/4 away in second placing. In third is Camarina, a length away on the outside of Umrum. About 2 lengths behind these horses then is French Clock on the rails. At the 800 metres around it is El Morada, and Go Flash, Go Wider out. They're trailed then by Scoozy Please, Pace Invaders over on the rail, and then Weasel Will. Higher is next as they come to the home turn, and they're being followed by Gallopini. Well back is Testa Rossa, Crawl, Acapulco and LA Suez as they swing around the corner now. And Matter of Honor is first into the straight from Adam and Camarina. Umrum right behind them. Pace Invader coming through on the rail, so is Crawl and Higher. El Morada coming down the outside from Scoozy Please, then Weasel Will and Testa Rossa very wide right across the track. Matter of Honor in front of Umrum, Pace Invader and Crawl on the fence. Here's Weasel Will and big Testa Rossa. He started to come right down the outside. Testa Rossa, he's got the Crawl. Weasel Will goes with Testa Rossa, but Testa Rossa's coming away, and Testa Rossa takes it out by a length and a quarter. Weasel Will, Crawl is third, Umrum fourth, then Acapulco came from well back. Then Adam and Pace Invader, Gallopini, Matter of Honor weakening, followed by French Clock, and then Camarina and Higher, who's finished well back in the field, followed further back by El Morada, and then Go Flash Go, LA Suez and Scoozy Please.